What's going on, folks? How's everybody doing? Ooh, that's a gray hair. That's a gray hair. And I'm not a fan. Not at all. How's everybody doing today? Y'all having a good one? That's what I was going to do. I looked at my phone to turn down my AC. I looked at it to turn down my AC, felt my beard, grabbed a gray hair out, looked at it, and then got sidetracked. Did you know elephants and crows hold funerals too? Isn't like a group of crows called like a funeral or something? Isn't it called something like that? It's called a murder. That's right. I knew it was something to that effect. I knew it was something like that. I knew it was something like that. Okay. I'm giving myself a half a point for that. Okay. Because one follows the other. Yeah, so metal, dude. So metal. Yeah, I'm giving myself half credit. Okay. You said you have grays in your beard, but not in your hair. I have grays in both. They're just a lot more visible here. That's all it is. It's also called an unkindness of ravens. You know, I've seen ravens before. They don't seem unkind to me. Okay. Yeah, it's more obvious right here. I have them up here, but it's just a lot less of them. So you can't like really see them. Like I can see them, but most people can't see them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can see them, but not everybody can see them. There, yeah, there's a couple in there someplace. Oh, shush, Siri. You also shush, Siri. God. Oh, well, Corey's here. We can start now. That's all I was waiting for. That's all I was waiting for was Corey to show up. So, thank you, Corey, for showing up. I was worried and concerned. So thank you. I appreciate that. That's called a hallucination. What, the gray hairs in my head? No, it's there. Trust me, it's there. Okay. Trust me, it's there. Just I don't do giant close-ups of the top of my head. Okay. One, because why would y'all want to look at that? All right. It doesn't bother me. Like, I think honestly, I think it's kind of I said, I think when men start getting like gray in their beards, like I think it works for us, dude. I think it works for us. I don't get the whole like just for men, like whatever, like just I think it works for us, dude. We're aging properly, you know? Yeah, we look distinguished. Like we have many leather bound books. Like we smell of rich mahogany, you know? Yeah, I think it works for us, man. I think a lot of people be like, I think yeah, I think it works for us. Like I don't get it. There's one thing I'll say. Thank you. I'm glad, Andrea, thank you so much for understanding the reference of that. Thank you so much, Andrea, for understanding the reference of what I just said. I do appreciate that. All right. What's up, Dougold? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I've seen you many times. I have spoken with you. I just don't know if I pronounce your name right now. Dougold? Doug Gold? Anyways, Andrea, thank you so much for understanding the reference, okay? Because I said that directly quoting Anchorman, and you're the only person to say it. Yeah. And you ate the whole wheel of cheese? Dugald? I'm gonna fuck that up. Right? Why didn't he tell me? Is that right? Is that right? Dugald. Dugald. Dugald? Dugald? Is that right? You've never seen Anchorman? That's not a defense. All right. Dugald. I will probably fuck that up next time. I do apologize in advance. It's nothing personal. I promise you. I apologize. Oh my goodness. Do not take it offensively if I fuck it up, because I will. Yeah, if you've never seen Anchorman, that's not a defense. That's a problem. You should just go fix yourself. The first Anchorman was stupid good. It was stupid good. All right. The second one, the third one, whatever. They're fine, whatever. But the first one was too good. It's just too funny. 60% of the time, it works every time. I was watching a thing on that with Paul Rudd where he was talking about that just recently. And he was talking about that. And when he was talking about it, he was saying that wasn't like part of the script at all. He was just trying to, he's like, Will Ferrell doesn't leave character. Like, he stays right in character. And so he was trying to make Will Ferrell break character. And he's like, I know it'll get him. He's like, 60% of the time, it works every time. And Will Ferrell, not breaking character, just goes straight to, that doesn't even make sense, which then makes Paul Rudd lose it. Smells like a baby's diaper full of Cheetos, full of hot Cheetos. Smells like Bigfoot's dick. I had a grenade. I killed a man with a Triton. My favorite Paul Rudd character is like one that is like very, very small. Very, very small. And that is when Paul Rudd's role in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I laugh at that shit every single time. I know what's coming. I haven't watched that movie forever, but still, every time I watch it, like, that shit cracks me up every single times. Every single time. How do you have 73,000 followers but only 240 people watching you? Well, first, I started 5 minutes ago. Second of all, your follower count actually doesn't have much to do with how many people that you have on live. Crazy enough, there's people with much less follower count than me that have way more people that watch them live, and vice versa. I have much more people that watch me live than people with much higher follower counts. Yeah, has nothing to do with any of that. But nice try. Oh, the weather outside is weather. Yeah, when I moved to Hawaii, I threw away my watch, you know, because so I don't know what time it is. I threw away my watch. Oh, you just like you don't even need to care about the time anymore? No, I just got my phone, so I don't really need my watch anymore. Do less. Do less. Do less. Well, now you're just not doing anything. You got to do more than that. Do less. If you guys have never seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall or you haven't seen it live, you have no idea what I'm talking about because it's such a small part of the freaking movie. It's such a small part of that movie, and if you haven't seen that movie, because there is a lot of funny parts in that movie. There's a lot of funny parts in that movie. No, I didn't, Vicky. What channel's that in? Polyoxin free. What channel is that in, Vicky? Yeah, Russell Brand is a really bad person. Really, really bad. Really, really bad. But I didn't know that when I started liking the movie. Okay. I didn't know that when I first saw that movie. I didn't know that. All right. Yeah, there, guys. A bunch of y'all watched Bill Cosby before you knew he was freaking, you know, before he was putting people to sleep over there. Okay. I actually never really thought that Russell Brand was that hilarious. I actually thought that was his. Oh, it's not 666 though. I actually thought that was the only part, like I'd watched him in multiple things. I never thought he was good in anything else but that. That one role, I thought he was fucking hilarious. Oh my God, Dolphin, thank you so much for Fire Pit Tom there. That's cool. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, that's the only role I thought he was fun in. Like when he was just inside of you. Inside of you. So dumb. That one was that part was funny. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I can't even see who sent that, but thank you so much. Retracted. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, it's been a rough day, Tara. I'm glad my laugh can help out. Hey, I don't know if I have anybody that's supposed to be screening right now. But I got a couple callers in there ready to go. So if you guys were supposed to be screening tonight in this time, I'd really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, that's awesome, Tolly. Thank you so much for reminding me. If you guys haven't sent your heart me's today, please do that. And then you can be like Tolly in 100 days from now. You can be in my fan club for at least 100 days before the midterms. That's pretty cool. Vicky, scroll up. Oh, it was at a show. That's awesome. Oh my God. How do I save this photo? Hold on, I gotta download this photo because this is awesome. I might set this as my background. I've been waiting for this for a long time. I don't want to share anybody's like information, so I got to pull it up. I had to pull it up a different way. Somebody in my Discord sent this. And this is in, it doesn't say exactly where it's at. Somewhere in California. Who sent it? Somewhere in California, the gas was, and I asked him to send me this. I can't wait. The gas is $6.66. Can I get some 666s in the chat for gas being $6.66 at a Shell in California? Can I get some W's in the chat for that? Holy crap. Oh no, I just opened something I didn't mean to. Yeah, it's $6. Gas is so high that the devil decided to join the show. Okay? Gas is so high that the devil decided to join the show. the demon gas. You know, if I had had to guess like which gas like was the demon gas, I probably would have guessed Chevron, to be completely honest with you. I don't think I would have guessed Shell. I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. The demon gas. You guys don't know about the demon gas? Mwahahahaha. Capo, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships over here. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support and your continued support. It really, 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 really means a lot to me. You have no idea. You have no idea. And Ari and I were both talking about that actually yesterday, about how your continued support has just been absolutely huge and crucial to everything we've been trying to do. So we really, really appreciate that. Please give W's in the chat for Capo for the amazing help that you've been for that Capo has sent with 10 more gifted memberships. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. And Mel, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that so much. Said best movies are the early 2000s parody stoner movies. I heard there's another one coming out. I actually don't know what the name of it is. It's with that little dude from Stranger Things. The one with the lisp. Oh, I don't know his name. I just heard. I think I was actually. You know where I saw it? I saw it on the Daily Show. Josh Johnson was interviewing him. Josh Johnson was interviewing him, talking about it, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, anyways, I don't know. I don't watch movies anymore, man. I just turned on something earlier today. And I don't even know. I don't even know what it was. Some documentary about somebody, some rich guy that got taken out in Monaco or something. I'm not even really sure. I never get a chance to really watch TV, so I don't even know. So, yep, no clue. Are y'all half a second and we will get to it. It looks like we have a caller ready to go, so half a second and we'll get ready to go, all right? All right. Now we're ready to go. Well, once I get my headset on, then it'll be ready to go. Ugh. Do. Probably should start doing this earlier. I know Monaco looks awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I'm watching that show going like, wow, Monaco looks great. I'd love to go. I'd love to go to Monaco. Well, I want to be rich enough to go to Monaco first. Then I want to go to Monaco. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Polly?
I'm doing great. How old are you?
I'm older than 18, that's for sure.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Oh, I'm thinking about it. After I listened to you and Ari, I'm not really quite sure. I always thought he was a good president, but since you have sort of turned me, I'm not sure. I'm on the fence, I guess.
All right. What are you on the fence about?
Well, anyway, I know you've said a lot of things about him, and Ari is so adamant about certain things, and I'm quite not sure. So, are you and her boyfriend and girlfriend, or married?
It's my girlfriend.
Oh yeah, I assume that because she said she was a girlfriend, so I'm not sure. So anyway, I'm on the fence, kid. What do you think I should? What should I do?
I would advise not supporting Trump anymore, but that's just my personal opinion.
Really? I'm not sure because he's really a smart man. He's done a lot of things in his life, like all the properties he's owned and his family. They're all successful. Not one of them, thank God, are on drugs. I mean, could you bring up I mean, my family, we've had people on, substance abuse and not alcoholics, thank God. But
Don
anyway,
Jr. is definitely on drugs.
who? What?
Don Jr. is
What?
definitely on drugs. Yeah.
John Jr. Well, John Jr. I couldn't answer for him, but anyway, you have Ivanka and you have the other son, Eric. I mean, the wife and the kids and the grandkids. I mean, they were all upstanding citizens. Does it take?
The wife was literally a mail order bride. What are you talking about? Outstanding citizen. Sorry.
Who was
What?
the wife or the bride? Who? Wait. Back up. Who was the wife or the bride?
A mail order bride is what I said.
Order bride. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
That's
Who was a mail order bride?
that'd be Melania. Yeah. That's
Who was a mail order bride?
Melania.
Melania? No, I'm not talking about his wife. I'm talking about his children. Eric, his wife, the daughter, Tiffany, her husband, Tiffany went to law school. I mean, What does it take? I mean, even if Don Jr. is on drugs, add up
Yes.
all the kids and grandkids in the family. They're all successful people.
No, Hunter Biden also went to law school.
You gotta give them credit for that.
Hold on.
What?
Hunter Biden also went to law school.
You went to law school? That's great.
Yeah.
What are you
when
doing
you're
on
when
the
you're
street?
when you're rich, you can kind of just get your kids into law school. It's not really an achievement. Being born
Well,
rich
okay,
isn't exactly an
all right. I'm
achievement
not
to
going to
me.
argue that point. You may be right. I have no idea. I'm not rich. I don't have children, so I have no idea how that works. But I know my brother is poor as dirt, and his 2 children went to law school. So one just passed the bar. Thank you, God.
Yeah, I didn't say you had to be rich to go to law school. I said if you're rich, it makes it pretty easy to go to law school. And Donald Trump
Well,
was
anyway,
given
my
like
brother is. If
Donald
my
Trump was
brother is
given like
poor as
$400
dirt,
million.
trust me when I
So
tell you, poor as dirt. His daughter and his son went to law school. As a matter of fact, his son is. I'm not going to tell you where he works, but he's a very important person in the legal field in a state. I won't say where. But anyway, we're talking about the children. So anyway, you think money makes, and I proved you wrong on that because my brother has 2 kids that went to law school and
that's
both,
not what I
and
said.
both.
I said you don't have to have money to go to law school. I know plenty of people that have grown up very poor and gone to law school. What I
Yeah,
said
me
is when
too. My niece
hold
and my
on,
nephew, both of them. But I said his daughter.
I'm just
Well,
trying to finish a sentence here. Okay.
go ahead.
What I said was, if you're rich and you can pay for your children to go to law school, that doesn't make you successful. If you're dirt poor and you find your way to Harvard Law School, that is a success story. If you're rich and
Yeah,
you go to
like
Harvard Law School, that's
J.D.
just an
Vance, like
expectation.
J.D. Vance. Now let me back up a minute. You said if you could pay, you have to be smart to go to law school,
That's
right,
not true.
Polly?
No.
Oh, you mean it takes money to go to law school? So you're telling me my niece and my nephew are outstanding citizens. They're very smart because they went to law school without money.
I have
Is
no
that what you're
idea who your
telling me?
niece and nephew are. They could be literal criminals. I have no idea because I don't know them.
Well, they're not. They're not. They're both law school students. My niece just passed the bar. If you
Yeah.
want her name and number, if you need a lawyer, I'm sure she will not
I'm good.
represent
Thanks.
you. But anyway,
I
You're
don't
not
want
a-
her to
you're
represent
not.
me.
You're
So
not her cup of tea.
you mean an outstanding citizen?
No, you're not her cup of tea. She's, upper class, high class. She would never date anybody with tattoos. No way in hell. Her father don't even have tattoos. As a matter of fact, no man in my
We
family
just
has
got
ever
done
had tattoos.
talking about my girlfriend in
I'm
this
not
live.
talking about you. What girlfriend? All I said is my niece would never date anybody with tattoos. Never in a million years. As a matter of fact, no man in my whole family, even the ones that went to war, have tattoos. That's all I'm saying. I didn't say anything
Boring.
about your girlfriend.
Can you just move the mic a little further away from your mouth? I don't know,
All
it
right,
must be
sorry
very
about
close.
that, Polly. I know you like everything perfect, which is great. But anyway, I was saying that my niece would never date anybody with tattoos.
I don't know how we
Nobody
got on your
knows.
niece's dating history. We're talking about Donald
Well,
Trump and
anyway,
his shitty
I always
kids.
thought that
That's
you would make
all
a
we're
good
that's
for
all
my
we're
other
talking
niece.
about
My other
is
my
Donald Trump and his shitty kids. I don't know why we're even talking about your family history of tattoos. Like I
well, I said
honestly
nobody
do
has
not
tattoos in
know.
my
I
family.
honestly do
But
not know,
anyway,
nor with
my
all due
niece
respect,
would
ma'am,
never.
truly with
All
all due
right,
respect,
Trump's
I do
kids
not
are
care.
A1, AS, top of the line. I mean, listen to me, Polly. You cannot go through life lying your butt off. You will get nowhere.
Well, Donald
You
Trump
will
is
get
proof that that's not true.
Donald Trump, since the 80s, has been the darling of the Democrat Party. As long as he was
He
dishing
is
out the
not.
money, they loved him. As
He is
soon
not.
as soon as he went against Hillary Clinton,
How long have you
they
been a
hated his
Democrat?
guts. I'm sorry?
How
What?
long have you been a Democrat?
When have I been a Democrat?
How long have you
All
been a
right.
Democrat?
All right. You hear my voice? You know my accent?
I just
If
asked
you
you a
can
question.
tell,
It's a simple
if
question.
you
How long
can,
have you been a Democrat?
Polly, if you, Polly Pockets.
Ma'am,
If you
answer
can,
the
what?
question. Honestly, like this is starting to get annoying. Answer the question.
All right. All
Thank
right.
you.
Go ahead, ask. I
How
didn't hear
long
it. Go
have you
ahead.
been a Democrat?
Well, I was a Democrat when I lived in New York. I was a Democrat, and
All right.
I'm
So
still a
you have
Democrat.
no
I've
ability
never
to
changed.
say
I've
who the
never, what?
so you don't have any ability to say who the darling of the Democratic Party is, okay? Because you don't, all right? Because he was never the darling of the Democratic Party. He was a reality TV star that had a minorly successful show. That's all he is, okay? That's all he is. That besides that doesn't
All
really
right.
matter, okay?
Polly, how old are you?
I am 39 years old.
All right. How old were you in 1985?
-1.
You were 1 year old?
No, I'd be negative
I'm
1
not,
years old.
I am
Yeah.
not good at the fast math. But anyway, in the 80s, President Trump, God bless him and his children and his family in America. But anyway, in the 80s, Donald Trump is something I'm trying to explain to you, and you're just ignoring me and talking over me, was the darling of the Democrat Party and the celebrities out in California. They loved him because he was dishing out donations to their campaigns. But when he decided to become president, which we all of us that knew that we were getting screwed by outsourcing, and I was a victim of outsourcing jobs and outsourcing this and giving this and not making this here and making it over there. We got tired of it. And there was one man in America that knew what was going on and had the balls to talk up about it. That's all I'm saying, Polly. He had
Literally,
the balls
people have
to,
been talking about that for 45 years, I'm pretty sure.
but
People
they
have been
never
talking
did
about,
any.
and neither
Polly,
has
Polly,
Donald Trump. Please
you
stop
weren't
yelling,
even
Polly. Hey,
born when
stop
this
yelling,
was going
Polly.
on.
Thank you.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
it's crazy how somehow I wasn't born yet somehow I know more about what was going on than you do. That's the
All right,
problem,
okay,
okay?
Polly.
All right, I'm
You
gonna have to
go.
turn you
Wait a
down.
minute,
I'm gonna have to turn your volume down
wait a
because
minute,
you're
Polly. Back
screaming
up.
Polly in the
When you
microphone every
born,
single time I
when
try to
they
talk.
decide
And I don't really want to
to
do that. I'm trying to be
outsource,
patient and have a conversation with you, but literally the microphone is inside of your mouth. Okay. You're screaming. Okay. And you keep yelling Polly every single time I try to talk. Okay. So
okay,
I'm gonna give you
talk.
one more chance to let me
Thank you.
talk for you to move the microphone away from your mouth so everybody can hear you.
Thank you.
Okay. And for you to stop yelling Polly every time I start a sentence. Sound good?
I love that name, but okay.
Okay. Well, please stop. Okay. One time. I know you know that my name is Polly. I'm totally cool with that. All right, cool. So to move forward, okay, everybody has been talking about jobs being outsourced since the 80s, okay? It has been a literal political topic of politicians, and they've been talking about it for an incredibly long time, okay? So I don't know what you're talking about, making it sound like somehow and Donald Trump came along and was like, they're outsourcing jobs. Everybody's been talking about them outsourcing jobs. It's been a long, long time, and Donald Trump is not the first one to say anything about it. The problem is that Donald Trump also isn't doing anything about it. Jobs are leaving at an astounding rate. The unemployment rate is going through the roof, and there aren't jobs here. Not to mention the fact that with that higher jobs, he's freaking, he's trying to denaturalize people and get rid of people that are legally here in order to further put a strain on the workforce. That's why the Federal Reserve continues to not lower interest rates. So I don't know what you're talking about. Donald Trump was not the only person to do that.
Okay. What year did they start outsourcing jobs? It was in the 80s. Okay. And when they outsourced the jobs, my job was gone. So I went into another field. 2 years later, they outsourced that job. I wasn't a college educated, so I couldn't sit in an office and twiddle my thumbs all day long. I knew how to do data entry. I was very good at it. Customer service, I was exceptional. Thank God I worked for a college in Boca Raton, Florida for years. I was a student liaison, and I did a very good job. And they happened to figure out a way to outsource and phone jobs. I mean, They took all those jobs, the customer service jobs, the data entry jobs, all those jobs, they outsourced them out of the country. So you can't tell me every president has been talking about outsourcing jobs and protecting those jobs because they were the ones who outsourced them. President Trump is the one who wants to bring them
Reagan
back.
was the one that started outsourcing them. Every other president has
No,
tried to build
no,
them
no,
back,
no. It was
but
not.
Donald
It
Trump
was not.
isn't
It
doing
was
that.
not. It was not.
Donald
All
Trump
right. No, I'm
isn't
not going to argue with
doing
you.
that.
Okay.
He's not doing.
Listen,
Show me where one job or one company's jobs have come back to the United States due to Donald Trump. Show me one.
I know the steel industry came back.
Donald Trump literally sold off the U.S. Steel to Nippon Steel, which is a Japanese company. He's literally sold off the largest steel company in the United States, that American-owned steel company in the United States, to Japan. So no.
I didn't hear that. All I know is he had a round table and all the steel people were standing up. Yeah. So that was phony, like Kamala Harris's be burdened by what has been.
What?
Forget it. All I'm saying to you is that I was a victim of outsourcing. I said, okay, they're outsourcing that job. I'll go learn this job and learn that job. I learned that job. I went and got educated, went back to school. Listen to me. It's all a game. All right, they outsourced all the job. Now you got to go back to school and learn this. So you go back to school and learn that. You go do that for 2 or 3 years, and they outsource that. Go back to school and learn this job. I mean, I never thought it was, I never thought it was a scam about school because whenever they told me go to school and learn this, I went to school and learned that. I went to school and learned that. Got the job in that industry. 2, 3 years later, it's gone. So go to school and learn this. I mean, I thought after a while, after I'm out of the job force, after I did my time, paid my dues, I'm like, how stupid could I have been?
I don't know. How stupid could you have been?
I was very stupid. I was very naive. I was like, I want to make money, so this is the way I got to make money is to learn this. So I go to school, learn this, go get the job, and learn that and do the job. Until 2 years, 3 years later, they say, oh, well, job is gone. You got to go back to school and learn this. See, Polly, you're young. You haven't been a victim of that BS. That's
Of
why.
course I have. The difference is that you
No,
got
you
it in that.
haven't been.
Listen,
You
don't tell me
haven't been
what I
because.
have and have not experienced.
All right. So what
All
was
right,
your
then
first job you got?
stop. Then stop.
What was your? All
I'm
right.
trying to
Yeah.
explain to you. If you got to let me explain. See, the difference between people your age and people my age is that you experienced when the jobs went away. I was born into the jobs not existing. So we're all victims of jobs being
Uh-huh.
outsourced to other countries, okay? It's just in
Uh-huh.
a different manner, all right? See, when like back in the
Mhm.
80s, probably when you're talking about and when you experienced it, 40 years
Mhm.
ago, there was a manufacturing sector in the United States that was actually very robust. And then we saw those jobs go over. By the time it got to me, all of those jobs were already gone. So we all experience the positives and negatives of that happening. And there are both. There's positives and there are negatives to both those things happening. So where back then people lost their manufacturing jobs, I never grew up in a world
Let me
where
stop
those
you.
stop.
Hold
No,
on.
let me
Hold
stop
on.
you.
Hold on.
Nope. I'm not gonna have you interrupt me again. I grew up in a world where those manufacturing jobs never existed. So therefore I had to grow up learning new skills. I had to grow up, in a spot where we just outsource those things. But those have the effects on all of us. It's just more obvious when your job is directly taken away instead of the lack of an ability to ever have that job to begin with. Make sense?
I'm not talking about manufacturing jobs because manufacturing is only set in certain states. Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, and all the southern states, whatever. I was from a
That's
northern
not
state.
true at all.
I was from a northern state, New York, where it was all financial jobs, banking jobs, and all those kind of jobs. So that's where I got my education. That's where I got my start. I had no in the manufacturing. But when I moved from office work to local work. Not that it was manufacturing; it was still office stuff. That's when they started outsourcing. I thought I could. I lived in the suburbs, and I used to travel to Manhattan to work. I loved it. It was great. I mean, I had the best job in the world. I can never think of a better company to work for. And I will not tell you the
Ma'am,
company.
what are
but
we
it's a-
talking about? Ma'am, I really do appreciate you telling me your entire life story every time we go on a
Thank
point.
you.
Okay. Like really, I do. Okay. Like I'm sure that, you can tell me all about every single life story of everything you've ever had. Please, for the love of God, what does this have to do with Donald Trump? It doesn't have to do with any of the things that we're talking about. Okay, you're
Yeah,
just
it does
you
because if
keep
you
saying no,
think
ma'am.
you're
Listen,
talking,
listen, listen,
you a
listen,
victim
listen,
of
listen,
outsourcing. Like
listen,
Donald Trump,
listen,
his children,
listen,
me,
listen,
my children, my
listen, listen, listen.
what's up?
Okay. Donald Trump is not bringing back any manufacturing jobs. He's not trying
I'm
to, and
not
he's not getting
talking
any of
about
them done. So unfortunately, when you keep telling me these stories that ramble on for just forever, 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 it still never gets to a point, okay,
I'm
where
not
it gets to the
talking about
spot where Donald Trump is
manufacturing
bringing
jobs.
back manufacturing jobs. See,
I'm
that's the
talking
part that
about
I have a problem
customer
with, okay?
service
That's
jobs
the part
and
that I have a problem
outsourcing
with, is the
that
part
don't
where
pass
what you're
stars and that
saying
all the
doesn't
banks
exist, okay?
do.
So
I'm
if
talking
so it
about
how about instead
customer
of like
service
because we're on
jobs.
like the third story, okay? We're on like
I'm not
story number
talking about
3 of just
manufacturing
like
jobs.
not getting to the point at all. So, I would like to try one more time.
Okay.
Okay, cool. When is Donald Trump going to start bringing back these manufacturing jobs that he talks about bringing back? Because so far, all he's tried to do is make deals with other countries to make sure that those jobs stay in other countries. So he has not done any of the things that you're saying that he was going to be doing. So I'm still very confused on why you're saying that this is somehow like a Donald Trump thing. Every presidential administration has talked about it since the 80s. Every Congress has talked about it since the 80s. It's been a continual thing talking about bringing back jobs, and nobody has actually done it. Nobody has actually done it because we're not going back to that. It's not going to happen. So when is Donald Trump actually going to do it? That is my question to you.
Okay. I guess you didn't hear a word I said because I was talking about customer service jobs and data entry jobs. You know, like when you call Comcast and they say, okay,
I
oh, I
know
did this,
what.
I
Please
did
do
that.
not
I'm talking about those
mansplain customer
jobs that
service and
American
data entry jobs
people,
to me.
you're just ignoring me. I'm talking about the customer service jobs. The people that are in America that could sit at the phone and answer questions and do customer service. Those are the jobs I'm pissed off at that went overseas. I was never in manufacturing. I think that, all the things that China makes, like the medicine and all that crap, needs to be brought back to America. I think that wholeheartedly.
Cool. You can
ASAP.
think that. What is Donald Trump doing to make any of that happen?
Well, he did the tariffs, and you people cried like babies.
How are tariffs?
So he had a
How are tariffs,
and
ma'am?
the Supreme Court
Hello.
submitted. You have to wake
All right, I gotta
up.
turn you back
You
down
really
again.
have to
Jesus
wake up.
Christ,
I'm gonna die soon.
ma'am,
I'm
ma'am.
not
All right,
living
no
on
one can hear you now. Okay, no one can hear you. I'm trying to have a conversation with you, and you won't let me. Okay, you're literally just screaming like a child now. Okay, it is really, really sad. Okay, ma'am. How in the living hell, okay, like please, and living hell is a great description of what this conversation feels like, okay?
You got that right.
How could tariffs bring back customer service jobs? Okay. How are tariffs going to bring back jobs where people answer phones? Because literally
Holly,
tariffs
do you
are a
have
tax on imported goods, and phone calls aren't an imported good. So therefore you could put 1,000,000% tariffs on every single company that exists on the planet, and the jobs where people answer phones still would not come back to the United States. Okay, like that would still not happen, so it still wouldn't help anything. Okay,
other than parking cars? Tell me, have you? What have you done in the business world? You're
Ma'am, plenty of
employment.
stuff. Can you please
It's a
respond to
business
what I
world.
said? Because if not, I am going to have to hang up the phone.
Because you have no. Hey, before you hang up, hello.
Yes,
Oh, you there? Listen, I
unfortunately.
was going to say something nasty, but if you've never worked in the business world, which I have, look, 25 years plus in the business industry, working, breaking my butt.
Ma'am,
Doing
how
this,
do
doing that.
terrorists
But
bring
anyway,
back phone call jobs? I just really want to know that. That's all I wanted to know,
You have
ma'am.
no
That's all I really want to
experience.
know. Like, that's it.
You have
Just
no
that was
experience
all.
beyond 50 years. You have none. So why are you getting on here and deluding these young children? You should encourage them to get a job and make a life
How
for
do you
themselves.
dilute children?
Because you're not children, young
I don't know how you
adults.
dilute children.
Excuse me. I mean
That's an
young
interesting
adults.
statement, and I'm not really
Excuse me.
sure how one would dilute children. I mean, I guess I have a couple
I meant
ideas,
young
but
adults.
that's
Okay, you know what? Airy sucks Juicy Jimmy's cock. How do you like that?
I'm sorry, you were muted. What was that? Oh, she left. Anyways, y'all, welcome to the live. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Please make sure if you guys are new here, you guys got a follow or a subscription that is burning a hole in your pocket. Make sure that you hit that button and hit that like or hit that follow or hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate you and send the heart meat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the reason her mic sounded like that is because she's been screaming in it for so long that she actually blew the speaker out. I'm pretty sure. I'm not positive on that, but I'm pretty sure the only reason that it sounds like that is because she's literally just been screaming at it for that long. Just crazy. Jesus, thank you so much. I appreciate that. We're going to move on to the next caller and keep this thing going. I really appreciate y'all. Tatted, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Said, okay, I have done way more for this country than her family, and I am tatted as fuck. Nope, sorry. You're, according to her, if you have tattoos, then you're a hoodlum. You're a scallywag. Okay, I don't even know. I lost words for what you are. I like scallywag. Okay, and you can't date her niece. That's what's really important. Like, what I really feel bad for is maybe her niece is actually like a really nice person, and like her niece is just out here catching strays. Because I'm just like, I wouldn't want to date your niece. Just because I might have to meet you someday. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was thinking. Y'all, if y'all would like to support the live, I do super chats, super stickers. Or no, there's no more super stickers. Super chats, the super gifts, and the live gift goal, which were like a quarter of the way through. Okay, so of the hand hearts. Also, I really appreciate. I saw a couple other cool gifts come through while I was talking to her. Sorry, I couldn't bring them up. But we're gonna move on to the next caller. If you guys would like to help me clear this gift goal or help clear anything off the gift gallery, I think I have the gift gallery going on over here that has a bunch of stuff, including I think like I don't know some amount of these hand hearts. So yeah. Mel, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. It says Paulie trying to talk this lady on a random rant. So we moved to LA. My father gets a job at Palm Restaurant. My uncle Junior works there, who is a Jehovah's Witness. Believe it or not, he went from Catholic to That's actually really accurate. That's actually super accurate. You wouldn't believe it, but he went from Catholic to Jehovah. Thank you so much, Mel. And True, thank you so much for $20. Says, Polly, you didn't listen to anything I said. I said the two kids on the corners sold Girl Scout cookies. My bad. My bad. Polly, you didn't listen. Polly, you didn't listen. I said my niece, she used to sell Girl Scout cookies, okay? Oh no, I missed. Ugh. Polly. Y'all, if you guys support, I also do have Palin. Thank you so much, Truth and Mel. Can we get big W's to chat for Truth and Mel? I also have pay links in the bio. They're all at Polypolitics for all the apps. Green, blue. What's the other one? Also blue. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the next person. All right. Hope you all have a good one, and we're gonna keep this thing going. There was a reason why I kept her up as long as I did. I'm not gonna explain it to you guys right now, but there was a specific reason why I kept her up as long as I did. Okay. Also, I feel like my camera is too high over here. I feel like I'm having to look up. I might have to adjust that. 1 second. I didn't say I was going to tell you guys. I just said... Oh my goodness. Hold on. Sorry. I just need to lower this just a bit. 1 second, caller. I actually like the other one better here, but I like the... I need to get my other one where I can... All right. I guess that'll work, I think. I guess that'll work. Highly classified. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sorry, y'all. I just got to look at one thing real quick. I forgot that was even up on the screen. Oh, my goodness. I forgot that was even up on the screen. Oh, okay. I think that looks okay. Does that look all right to y'all? Does that look all right to y'all? Sorry, I was feeling like I was having to look up to look at y'all, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I've been adjusting my cameras and stuff, so hopefully it looks okay. Hopefully it looks okay. Hello, how are you?
Check. Is this thing on?
It is. How are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing great. How old are you?
Man, that conversation was rough. Man.
Well, you know, this kind of comes with the territory on a kind of comes with the territory when you do this. You kind of have rough conversations. It happens. But anywho,
yeah. Hit like and subscribe, right?
Yeah, hit like and subscribe. Listen to this guy. Anyways, do you still support Trump?
Well, I support our current president, whoever it is. You
Well,
kind of
it's
have
Trump.
to. If you live in this country, you don't want the country to do badly, do you?
There's a difference between supporting the president and wanting the country to do badly.
Well, I mean, but our president is who it is, right? I mean, it doesn't matter. They were elected. So
Yeah, just because somebody was elected doesn't mean that they're good for the country.
Whether I wanted Harris or I wanted Trump, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yes, it does.
Well, how is that?
Yeah, can we not forget that
listen,
Hitler was also...
listen.
Sir, you asked me how it is. I'm trying to get a word out.
Okay, yeah, go
Thank
for
you.
it. Go
Let's
for
not forget Hitler was elected too. Okay, it doesn't make him good or that you should support that people
dude.
support. Sir, I am just
Are we
trying to
going
get
to
a
Hitler?
sir. I am just trying to get a sentence out.
But Hitler?
Sir, I am just trying to get a sentence out.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. You just check those emotions for long enough for me to get a statement
I
out,
will.
okay? All right, perfect. Hitler was also elected, but doesn't mean that he should be supported just because he was elected. You are making the claim that just because somebody is elected, that they should be supported, and I don't agree with that. I think that if anybody we need to make a decision on whether we support them or not, or whether they're doing a good job for the United States or doing a good job for the citizens, more than anybody on the planet, it should be the person that we elected, that we voted for or elected, even if you weren't the one that voted for them, regardless of whether you were or not, because they are a employee of the people. They are an arbiter of the Constitution of the United States. And when they're not doing that, okay, when they stop doing the job that they were hired for, or they're doing it without the interests of the American people in mind when they do it, then you should stop supporting them and do whatever it takes to either check their power or have them removed from office.
Hey, everybody, hit like and subscribe. Geez, dude, that's pretty naive, honestly. Like, clearly, all of our money has been stolen forever. Like, this didn't start with Trump. It probably started back with Reagan. Who knows? But I'm just saying.
I don't
what you're
support Reagan.
saying,
Didn't support
dude,
Reagan either.
I'm not talking about supporting Reagan. I'm just saying, how long do you think they've been taking all of our money?
Directly since Donald Trump got elected.
Wait a second. You don't think that our money, that like hardworking people's tax money, has been used for things it shouldn't be used for? Like, I mean, like
That's not what you
this
said.
country,
That's not what you
this
said.
country collects more tax money now than it ever has.
But that's not what you said. You said how long they've been taking our money, right?
Right.
Donald Trump is literally, hold on,
Well,
sir.
I'm
Donald
saying-
Trump is literally suing the US government and putting taxpayer dollars in his pocket. He is directly taking it from our pockets and
All
putting
right.
it into his.
And-
Okay? Can you
and
please can you please tell me another president that's done that?
Well, I would imagine he's not the first president.
All right. Do you have any evidence of another president doing it?
No, I don't. I honestly, I really don't get that into it. My kind of point is like, it doesn't matter who you voted for. You have a president, and you want our country to do well, and like, there's so much negativity out there. It's mind blowing. Like,
Hold on, sir.
when
Before
you
you
were-
pivot off of this,
when you were
no,
talking
sir.
to that, no,
Before
when
you
were talking to
pivot,
that other
no, you're just
caller-
about to pivot,
when you were
dude.
talking to that other caller,
This is
you
a
were
pivot.
mentioning-
Just let everybody
There's
know
no
this is a full
manufacturing.
pivot that he's doing right now.
Hey, nothing's going great right now.
No, you're just pivoting off the conversation because you said that they're stealing money from us. I gave you examples directly about how Donald Trump is doing things like suing the Justice Department, suing the IRS to literally take money directly out of your pocket and put it into his pocket. I asked you to name another president that ever did that. You can't, right? Because it doesn't exist. So when you talk about,
But
oh,
then-
they're stealing
but
our
do
money,
you-
sir, when you say things like they're stealing our money, there's lots of ways that you can believe that. You can believe that through things like insider trading. You can do things through that since like the funding of certain NGOs or
Agreed.
like the funneling of
Agreed.
taxpayer dollars to certain things. But the only person who has directly taken money out of their pocket and out of your pocket and put it into his is Donald Trump. And you still support him.
Oh, I don't support anybody stealing money. Okay.
No, you're the one who came up here and said you still support Trump.
I'm saying, do we believe our money has been stolen over a course of time? Like, this didn't just start when Trump became president.
Yes, it
This
did.
has
No
been
other
going
president
on
has
forever.
sued the U.S. government to put money directly in his pocket. No other president has done that. Donald Trump is the only one. This started under him. It's because of him, and that's it. That's the whole list. He is the beginning of the list. He is the end of the list. His name is the only one on the list. It is just his name on the list. Okay, and so if your thing, right, if your thing is saying
Clearly,
you don't like when the government steals from you and you still support Trump when he is literally stealing from you, then I don't really know what to tell you.
and I'm going to start calling you Paulie 2 times because you say everything 2 times.
Well, unfortunately, the first time you don't hear it, so I have to repeat it. If you'd respond to it when I said it the first time and not tried to pivot to a different conversation, then I'd only have to say it once.
When you sit here and say that Trump is the only political figure that has ever used the system to make money.
That is not what I said, and you're trying to misrepresent my argument because that's not what I said.
It is what you said.
It is not.
essentially.
See, this is why I have to say things multiple times because you don't
No.
listen the first time. So I'll repeat it for a third.
You're-
No, I'm not listening again because I have to repeat it for a third time now because you didn't hear it the first time and now you're misrepresenting my argument. So let's try it again. I said Donald Trump is the only president to directly take money from your pocket and put it into his. I'm going to repeat it again since you don't try to
Okay.
misrepresent it again. Donald Trump
much?
is the only
How much?
president
How much?
to
How much money
directly
do you
take
think?
money out of your pocket and put it into his.
How much?
So you see how that
How
doesn't
much?
sound anything like Donald Trump is the only political figure to find a way to use the system. You see how that's not even close to the same statement?
Okay, well, do you think anybody else that's in high level politics has used the system for monetary gain?
Yes, and none more than Donald Trump.
Really? None more than Donald
None
Trump?
more than Donald Trump.
So you think Donald Trump needed a bunch of money when he came into office?
He actually did. He actually said in court he was damn near broke.
No. Oh my. Okay.
His lawyers argued in court when he was sued that he did not have the
Let's-
$700 million, like did not have it. Like he could, even
let's
if he
pivot-
liquidated
let's
all
pivot
of
a
his
little
assets,
bit. Can we-
even if
can
he
we pivot a
liquidated
little
all
bit
of
just to
his
further the
assets,
conversation?
even if he liquidated his assets, he did not have the money to pay the $700 million or whatever it was. That was the lawsuit. I think it was around $700 million. He literally
Man,
said
Elon-
he did not
Elon
have
would've
that
paid-
money.
Elon would have paid that for him like nothing, bro. It would have been nothing. It would
That
have been
doesn't,
like,
even if
whoop,
that's,
whoop,
sir,
right off my
even if
shoulder.
that's true,
you
that
know
doesn't
it's
mean
true.
that Donald Trump didn't need money. That doesn't change the fact that Donald
Okay,
Trump
how-
needed
how
money.
much-
If Donald
much
Trump
money-
needed it
how
from
much-
Elon or Donald Trump needed it from your pocket, it still doesn't change the fact that Donald Trump needed money.
How much money do you think was given to the Democratic Party in that 2020 run? How much?
I don't know.
I know you don't know.
What does that
You
have to
think-
do with
you think-
anything?
Well, it has to do with we're talking about money. You're talking
No, we're
about
not just talking about
bad
money.
money.
We are talking about Donald Trump being broke. And I have no idea how much money was donated to the Democratic Party has to do with Donald Trump needing money. I have no idea what any of that has to do with it. It doesn't even make sense. It's not even a part of this argument. We're not even having a conversation about the same thing right now. You're just moving to something
No,
different.
I know. That's why I asked you if we could like pivot a little bit. You know, 'cause
You didn't
this
ask me
kind
if we
of
could
is
pivot. You
getting
just started
stale.
pivoting in the middle of my sentence. But if you'd like to pivot, go ahead.
I don't know. Things just aren't supposed to be like they are. Can you agree with that?
Things aren't supposed to be how they are. That's the most broad statement I've ever heard in my life. Let me also be very clear
Like,
that
as
donations
far as-
aren't stealing. Just
Okay,
make
so
that very
in
clear.
your previous conversation, you were talking about manufacturing isn't coming back.
Correct.
What if I told you that I work in an industry that supplies anybody that's doing manufacturing work, and that we are busier than ever, and there are lots of new plants being opened. There are lots of big things coming up, and there is definitely a lot of jobs out there. Like I want to. So
Oh, I know there's lots of jobs out there, sir. That's not a question. But that's because our unemployment
Well,
rate
you
is
said-
absolutely
you said there
fucking
weren't.
horrible right now.
You said there weren't.
But regardless, sir, I would say prove that any of the
It's
things that
not
you're saying had
regardless.
anything to do
You
with
said
tariffs.
You said there were not a lot of jobs out
I
there.
never said that.
You did when you were talking to that other caller.
Maybe you couldn't hear me since she was yelling and screaming, but what I actually specifically
Actually,
said
bad.
is that we don't have enough workers in the United States for the jobs that we have, specifically not only because of all the jobs that have gone away to different countries and stuff like that, but also because of the immigration issue that we have in the United States where Donald Trump is deporting a whole bunch of our working people in the United States. So no, I didn't say we had a lack of
Man,
jobs. I said we had a lack of
I'll
workers.
tell you what you're saying though, it doesn't add up to what I see in real life, honestly, bro.
Okay, I don't know what you see in real life.
Well, I work in a highly competitive industry. We supply the hydraulic and pneumatic industry all over the Midwest, and I work with a very diverse group of individuals.
Okay,
Some
sir.
of which are straight from Mexico. Okay.
Sir, I don't know what that has to do with what we're talking about, sir. The unemployment rate is
All
significantly
right.
higher, and that's because less people are employed in the
I'm
United
just saying
States.
when
We
you
know the
sit
amount of
there and say
the job growth
manufacturing isn't
numbers.
coming back,
The
when you say
job growth numbers
manufacturing
are
isn't coming back, you are wrong. You
the
are
job
wrong.
growth numbers are in the toilet. I think since Donald Trump took office, like since the
Dude,
entire
I don't care
time.
what numbers you're looking at, dude. We do over $250 million worth of business a year.
Dude,
And
I don't care
we are
if you do
busier
$250
than ever.
trillion
You know
worth of
nothing.
sir, I don't care if
Dude.
your business does $250 trillion worth
Yeah,
of
you
business.
do.
I
Yeah,
don't
you
care
do.
if your business, I don't care if
Yeah,
your
you
business
do.
does
You're-
an infinity,
you know what?
like a number that I don't even like know the word for, okay? If you just make up a number and tell me that your business, okay, does that much business, I'm gonna be like, cool, dude. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about because you're looking at it at a tiny little itty bitty sliver of this tiny little itty bitty business, right? Because $250 million for what you're saying that you guys do is not even that large of a business. It'd be a mid-sized business at best, right? So you're looking at a mid-sized business. Sir, I'm in the middle of a sentence. Thank you. Yeah. So literally you're saying, oh, through this little sliver of a business, okay, I am seeing it through this exact lens of these exact tiny parts that we make in this exact region that supplies exactly these things, right? And you're saying with all of that, you are now extrapolating that data across the entire United States, and that's not how it works. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. A skrillion. Somebody said a
Thanks for the
skrillion.
explanation.
$250 skrillion dollars.
I'm living real life and, you know, getting back to why we support President Donald Trump. Let me ask you a question, and I'll shut up. Do you believe
Really? I don't believe it.
Anything positive?
I'm not doing this.
Done? You're not doing this?
No.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
listen,
it's a dumb question, and I get really tired of you guys answering. You said you were going to shut up. Where's that part? Thank you. I used to answer this question. Okay. I used to answer this question. But then what I realized is answering that question is what allows fascists to be able to do what they want to do. Because what you're asking me to do is you're taking a horrible president who's in violation of like at least half a dozen, if not probably closer to a dozen constitutional amendments. And you're asking me to find something good with that person. You're asking me to find something good with the 34 times felon who's adjudicated of sexual assault, right? Like, hey man, like tell me something like really awesome about Ted Bundy that you just really loved. Tell me something great about Charles Manson. No, we don't care if one of them had a singular good quality or once gave $20 to a homeless person, okay? They were murderers. All right. And so I'm not going to let you water down all the horrible things that Donald Trump is doing by just trying to get me to name a good thing. I'm not going to do it. We don't judge presidents off of whether we can name a singular good thing that they did. We don't judge how bad of a president Nixon was because there was a positive that we could find about him. Okay. We judge them on the totality of their presidency, and the totality of Donald Trump's presidency is atrocious.
Yeah, then there's that, you know. I mean, I'll tell you what, Paulie, your name's Paulie?
My username is Paulie.
Okay.
I go by Paulie on here.
We can go with Paulie. That's cool. I mean, where are you from, Paulie? You don't have to tell me exactly where. Are
we going on a date after this?
Just clearly you've never spent time in New York or lived there or nothing or really, done much.
No, I actually haven't been to New York. I have been to many places, but I've only been to New York once.
Well, I'm not saying you haven't been there. I said, you've never lived there.
Why is living in New York a requirement for doing much with your life?
Well, because you wouldn't know what it takes to make it in a city like that, in an industry like that, like Donald Trump did.
No, I just grew up outside of. I grew up just outside of LA and had to deal with that city.
If you think he's soft, LA
in another city that's probably bigger than most cities in the United States.
LA is trash.
Yeah.
All right, I hate going to California.
And they hate you coming. You should stop.
Oh shit, I like Vegas and San
You should
Diego,
stop going there
okay,
too.
you know. Yeah, should I?
Yeah, I used to live in Vegas. They don't want you there either.
Trust me, I can screenshot your face, my man that fucking runs the MGM out in Vegas. I'll make sure you're not allowed on any of those properties.
I don't care. I'm more of a Caesars guy anyway.
Yeah, you would be. Hey, dude, no, serious. As far as supporting Trump, though, man, yeah, shit is fucked up, dude. I mean, for real. Like, it
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
but people like you still exist, and I have to keep
People
talking to you.
like me still exist? Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, hell, I've been terrible run with all the charities that I've started, supported.
Sir, please do not try to white knight
children,
yourself.
the
It's
coaching,
embarrassing. Please
the
don't try to white
coaching of
knight
young
yourself, sir.
people.
It's literally embarrassing. Here's all the good
Yeah.
things I've done. Nobody cares, dude.
Well, I'm much older than you, dude. I mean, you know, so it's like I've done a lot, and I thought your show was interesting. I do. I like how you push back, and you're a great talker. And you know, I just thought I'd call. Honestly, like I think it's good that both sides are, you know, like I said, I voted for both parties. So I mean, you know, I'm here nor there on it. My point was just kind of like, damn, we're stuck with this guy. You know, you kind of in some way, like, it doesn't do any good to like just the negativity in the country. Like, you know, there's just so much wrong. And if people don't start kind of standing up and changing for things, and, you know, because honestly, people don't hate each other, like, based on whatever, like they'd like you to think. I mean, it's like, the world is not, things aren't supposed to be like this, dude.
Wow, you
And
think that there's so much wrong in the world and that people should stand up against it? Wow. That's such a great point. That's such a great point. It's literally like the point just came and just smacked you across the head, and you
fucking president, dude. I mean, we're all being pimped
no,
by
it's not just the
all
president.
kinds
It's
of
all the
stuff.
people that still support the president. Because the president, if he had no support and people like you stopped supporting him, then the president wouldn't have any power to
Okay,
do
so what
anything
is-
because he'd be
listen,
out of
what-
office,
what are
right?
we-
So no, it's
what do you
not just the
suggest?
president.
We
It's
get rid
also
of
the
him?
completely
Okay.
it's also the
Who do
completely
we-
spineless Congress. Okay, who refuses to actually use their power in the legislative branch to actually check the president. It's their fault. It's the Supreme Court who chooses partisanship over, you know, judicial precedent and the Constitution. It's their fault also. And it's the fault of all the people that still support Donald Trump with all of the horrible things that he's done in the country, with all of the places that he's taken the United States and how he's destroying us both economically and on the world stage and domestically, how he's literally demonizing entire groups of people and treating people horribly. He's doing all of that stuff, and y'all are still supporting him. The only thing that gives someone like that power is your guys' support. And your little capitulation of, well, he's the president, so I have to support him, is exactly what people like Donald Trump need in order to continue doing what they're doing.
Nah, you know what it is? It's that who's gonna fucking stand up to him, dude? And even Israel
Not you.
put Trump in his fucking place. You know what
Not
I mean?
you.
It's like,
We know you're not going to do it.
well,
So
you're damn right. You're damn right. I'm not gonna do it,
I know.
and neither are you.
Yep, that's what I'm here for. So
So what's your big? So you think we get rid of Trump? Okay. And who do we install?
somebody who respects the Constitution?
Well, who? I mean, you have to have some idea yourself. I mean, or who?
Sure. I'll do it. I'm better. I'm not no good. I'm better than Trump though, so that's fine. Can we get Paulie for
I
president
mean,
in the chat?
You really.
Can we get
think
Paulie for
somebody-
president in the chat? Let's
You
get that.
really-
Paulie for president in the chat.
really-
Let's see it.
You think somebody with your acumen is ready to deal with other world leaders? Like I can really see. you
Sir, if
sitting
Donald
across
Trump
from
can do it,
Putin.
if Donald
and
Trump could do it,
hammering out
a
a deal.
three-legged corgi could do it. Okay?
Okay. Listen, if they didn't want you set to fail in this country, why would they give a couple a home loan that one person couldn't afford like the house payment, all the bills, the utilities, a car payment, car insurance. Like if one person can't afford all that, why would they possibly give you a home loan in this country when if one person loses their job, you are set to fail? Why would they do that? And they've been doing it forever.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm trying to talk about things that actually matter, and all you're talking about is I hate Trump, and Trump is this, and you know, Trump is the reason the world is all fucked up, and everything was perfect before Trump was elected, and you know, he's the worst.
I don't know. Things were
person
far
that's ever
from
walked the
fucking
face of
perfect.
the
See?
earth. I mean,
Well, now you're
so
just
TBS,
gaslighting over
dude,
here,
that
sir.
you
I never
have,
said
like, this
any
much
of those
time
things.
to hate on
I
somebody.
never said any of those things.
Yeah, you say all that stuff, dude.
I've never literally
You do.
said any of those words. I don't even think I've said those
Really?
words out of order. Yeah.
Really? I mean, you don't just sit here and just say that our current president is the reason for everything being bad right now, and like things would be a lot
Everything
better
being
if
bad?
he
No,
was. Huh?
not everything. Just the things he caused.
Hey, I agree with you that these guys are crooked. Okay, but I also do think that there's these external forces of money that they don't care if you're the president. They will send people to come see you and let you know that you are not going to mess with our money. Unless, of course, you don't like sucking air. And if you don't think that goes on, that is very naive. I mean, honestly, look how many times they've tried to kill him. And let's say
What
some of them
in the
were
living fuck are you fucking talking about? How many times during this conversation? I feel like I've said it like 8 times.
Man, I'm
We're
just
just
trying to get you to
literally, I'm
see.
just
I'm
like,
just
I don't know
trying to
what
get you to see the
conversation
big
we're even
picture.
having. Like, this is insane. Like, what are we even fucking talking? Is this some weird like Illuminati
All
shit
right.
or something that we've gotten to? I don't like. I don't even know. Like, there's like it. Declaration of Is there a map written on the back of the Declaration of Independence? Like, what are we doing here, bro? What are we
I don't
even
know.
talking about
You
here,
know what?
man?
Honestly, we should just go to hyperinflation, open up the borders, and let everybody fucking fend for themselves, right? I mean, that'd be the other side's answer.
That's literally no side's answer. So,
Really?
yep.
The borders weren't wide open.
I like you're just making shit up, dude. Like you're not even trying to stay like in type of conversation or logic or like anything that even resembles like it's just shit, dude. You're just saying fucking things, bro. What the fuck are you even talking about, dude? The only way that we're gonna get into hyperinflation is if Donald Trump doesn't get rid of these tariffs, get off this war, and tries to force the hand of the Federal Reserve to start lowering interest rates, even though the economy is not ready for it. That's what's gonna cause hyperinflation in the United States. And it feels like Donald Trump is trying to do everything in his fucking power to make sure it happens.
Maybe. I find that counterproductive.
I find that counterproductive too. I would rather he not send us into the next Great Depression.
We both agree on that.
All right. Well, I guess we're ending with an agreement because I
mean,
my neck can't handle any more whiplash.
I guess as far as like, it's kind of like you asked me why I support Trump, and I kind of told you, really only because he's our president, you know? And yeah, we can, start the impeachments again and all this bullshit, you know? But to me, it just seems better that the American public support each other, and in turn, we got to support the president because he is, unfortunately or fortunately, our president. And honestly, I mean, I kind of look at it as if the corruption doesn't stop, it's like we're not even in charge of our own elections anymore, it doesn't seem like.
Nope, not if Donald Trump has anything to do with it. But yeah, sir, I wouldn't hold my breath because I know at least people like me and people like a lot of the people that are watching this show aren't going to sit there and just capitulate to Donald Trump just because he's the president, because we're smarter than that. But anyways, I think we're going to end the call there. Have a good one, okay?
All right. Hey, you too, man. You too.
Bye.
Have a good night.
I had to get off that call. I had a feeling we were going to end up in freaking, I don't know, like Illuminati or freaking lizard people or something. I don't know where we were going to end up. I don't know where we were going to end up. It was going to be something to that effect, I'm pretty sure. It was going to be something. Anyways, y'all, thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Sorry, I've been wanting to adjust this the whole time. My head keeps almost hitting it. I don't like that. And I didn't want to adjust my camera. But I guess I will in a second. I'll adjust it a little bit. Y'all, if you guys would like to support the live, are enjoying the conversation, enjoying any of this stuff going on, I really, really appreciate you guys. It really, really does mean a lot to me. All your guys' support and help. I do have super chats. I do have gifts, the cool little gifts that I see over there on YouTube. And I have the little gift goal over there too. Shay, I saw that you lit up the corgis over there on my gift gallery. Big W's in the chat for Shay for that. And I think somebody else lit up something too. I gotta pull that up. Yeah, it was Daphne with the hand hearts earlier. I don't know if I got to thank you for that one yet. But Shay and Daphne, thank you so much for lighting up the hand hearts and the corgis over there. I really, really appreciate it. We are gonna try to go for the hearts. I think this one's like 7 from one person or something. So we're gonna try to get that lit up before we're out of here. But at least we're gonna try to clear the gift goal at minimum. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. Huey, thank you so much for the $7 super chat. Said I have a new tattoo. She would like, sometimes it says Swan and sometimes it says Saskatchewan. You've said this joke before. And someone had to explain it to me before. You've told this joke before, and I had to have it explained to me before. And I still don't get it. I still don't understand it. Okay. Thank you so much, Truth for the Pinata. I really appreciate that. I still don't get it. I think I need someone to explain it to me again. I don't get it. And it makes me laugh every time because I don't get it. It makes me laugh every single time because I don't get it. I know it's stupid, but I don't get it. I don't know. It's a wiener joke. Of course, it's a wiener joke. Anyways, thank you so much, Huey. John, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Said, well done, Polly. Thank you so much. And Eric, thank you so much for the $2. Said, my business is businessing so good. Trust me, bro. I am also a big businessing businessman for business. Thank you so much, Eric. I appreciate that. Again, y'all, if you guys like support, there's all the ways. So I really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. We're gonna move on to the next caller, keep this thing going. So I really appreciate you guys. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
What's up, Paulie?
Hi, do you still support Trump?
Yeah, I do, man. I'm an independent, but I support him.
Awesome. Why is that?
Well, I mean, what choice do we have? We had Kamala Harris and zombie Biden. Like, those choices didn't work out too well. So, I mean,
why did it not work out too well?
I mean, Biden was a corpse. You sat there and talked about how a president took money from us, and you described Trump as a thief, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, by Biden opening up the border and having all these people come in the way they did, flooding the jobs, flooding welfare, that's also stealing and taking from my pockets as well.
Awesome.
So
can you please explain to me how Joe Biden opened the border?
Steal.
Awesome. Can you please explain to me how he opened the border?
He didn't open the border. Is that what you're saying? He didn't.
You
open
said
the
he
border? My
did,
eyes are.
sir. I'm asking you how he did that because last time I checked, the
I
president
mean,
doesn't have the ability to
the
open the
gates were
border.
open, dude. I'm a truck driver. I drive by Texas all the time. The gates have been open. He
All right,
opened the
so
border.
awesome. So where did Biden do that?
What do you mean? Where did Biden do that?
Okay,
In
so
Eagle
when
Pass.
the president does things, okay, it's either by signing legislation or it's by executive action, right? Those are the
That's
ways that
giving
the
the
president
president way
does
too
things,
much
right?
credit.
And
I'm
so when
sorry.
the
That's giving
no, that's not a
the
matter
way
of
too much
giving the
credit.
president credit, sir. That's just the way our government works. We usually
Yeah,
learn
but
this
that you live
somewhere
then you
in
live
like
in La
middle
La
school
Land
civics
because that
class, okay?
you
So
live in La La
what I'm
Land then
asking you, sir,
because you're saying how and I'm watching it. Go ahead. Go ahead, Paulie. Goodbye.
hello.
Okay. I hear you.
All right, then why are you still talking? If you can hear me talking, then why are you still talking? Perfect. Thank you. So, what I said was the president does things through legislation or executive action. That's how things happen. And I'm asking you to show me where Joe Biden said, open the border through legislation or executive action. Okay. And maybe it'd be better if you just described to me what an open border is, because maybe there's some confusion there.
An open border is when the gates at the border are being flooded and bombarded by illegal aliens coming through. Isn't that
Gotcha.
an
So you
open
think
border?
an open border is when too many people show up? Because that doesn't make any
No,
sense.
no, no,
Because
no,
I
no,
agree with
no.
you that a
Sorry,
ton of people
no,
showed up. That is
no,
100%
no,
true.
no, no.
I'll
You're
agree
not
with
there.
you,
You're not there
sir.
at the
I will
border, sir.
agree with you, sir, that not only did a ton of people show up, but that we weren't ready for the amount of people that showed up. We didn't have the right,
They
the
got
right
through.
things that were
There's
in.
a difference.
Sir,
They got through.
sir,
Uh-huh.
thank you. That a lot of people showed up, and because a lot of people showed up, we did not have all the resources that were necessary to stop all the people that were showing up or to process all the people that were showing up, and that
Mm-hmm.
resulted in a lot of people getting through the border. All of those things are correct. Okay. None of that is A, an open border, and B, even if it was, none of that is Biden directing that, because Biden didn't direct a whole bunch of people to come to the border. He also doesn't have the ability to give the resources to Customs and Border Protection to solve that problem. So neither of those things were on Biden to do that. That's why I'm asking you how he did it.
That's the point, Paulie. He didn't show up. He didn't allow it. He just closed his eyes and went to bed like CP Joe does, and it just happened. So
He
even
closed
if he
his
didn't
eyes by
directly
trying
cause
to.
it, hold on, Paulie. I gave you the forefront to talk.
You didn't give me the
right?
floor. I took the floor over
I know, but you
over
keep
you screaming
interrupting
and
me,
kicking.
and I can't. But I can't speak if you keep
Because you're not
interrupting me.
saying anything, sir.
But let me say something then.
Then
You're
say
saying
something
that
worth listening to,
he
sir.
didn't allow it, right? He didn't
Then
allow
say
it.
something
That's
worth
your
listening
argument,
to.
right? Legislation, there's policy, right? Correct. But the same thing goes if you close your eyes and you just pretend like it's not even there. Just like Kamala Harris being the border czar and popping up only 1-2 times
And there you go,
to see what's
pivoting.
going on and having a fucking, little Chardonnay on the side.
And that's what I was
the same
trying to
thing
stop
as
you from
allowing
doing,
it.
sir. I was trying to stop you from
Huh?
pivoting. That's what I was
What?
trying to
I'm not
do.
pivoting. I'm talking about the border here.
No, you're trying to
I
talk about
drive
a
by
whole
the
bunch
border.
of other different things.
Sir,
First of all,
I am a
please
truck
explain to me.
driver.
Sure,
I
sir,
see this.
sir. Thank you so much for being a truck driver. We need tons of truck drivers in the United States. I don't care. That does not make you a border expert. Okay.
I'm not a border expert.
Then
I see
stop
it from my
trying
own
to
eyes,
say
Paulie.
I'm a
Are
truck
you at
driver
the border?
as if that
Do you
makes
see
you
this
qualified
happening?
to have this conversation, because it doesn't. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
My dad was a
All
lifelong
right.
truck driver. I have a lot of respect for truck drivers. I thank you for being a truck driver. It's a very hard
Okay.
job that in no
It
way
is.
qualifies you on immigration.
I didn't say it
Then
did.
stop
I
bringing
said
it
I
up.
see
It
it from my
doesn't. It
own eyes,
doesn't.
Paulie.
It doesn't help.
Paulie, I
Okay,
see.
then it doesn't help.
I'm
Sir, I
on the
have
ground seeing
driven.
this.
I have driven the southern border so
Mhm.
many times, and at no
And you
point
didn't see
during
that?
that drive, are there just gates to open. Okay, it doesn't exist. Okay,
Nobody's
so
saying
it
that,
does.
Paulie.
You
Why you
literally
putting
said
words
it
in my
about a
mouth?
half dozen times already.
Why are you putting
You've
words in
literally
my
said it a
mouth?
half dozen times already. But
The
sir,
the
what you
border's
said,
there, right?
sir,
There's ways of getting through there. I've watched this happen.
sir. So what you're
Oh
saying
my
is
God.
Joe Biden closed his eyes and
Yes.
did absolutely
Yes, he
nothing,
let it happen. He let it
sir,
happen.
sir.
Uh-huh.
And what you mean by that is that Joe Biden tried to pass multiple pieces of legislation in order to fix the problem, and he was stopped by Republicans every single time, including a bill where he was directly stopped by Donald Trump. And even after they refused all of those, he still did executive action to shut down the border to bring
You are
his
100%
immigration numbers at a completely screeching halt. So what you're saying by he
correct.
did nothing is
No,
that
no,
he
no, no, no.
did no. Shh. So what you're saying by he did nothing is he did literally everything in his power to try to help the situation and was stopped every single part of the way by Republicans. So what you're really saying is
No, you're right.
Republicans did fucking nothing.
Okay, hold on. You're right, right? Everything you just said was 100% correct.
I know.
100%. I know too. Okay.
That's why I said it.
What happened is that even though Republicans blocked him, it was still under his watch. So therefore, you click to blame Trump under his watch right now for all these many things that he's getting the same thing happen by Democrats, but you're not going to take accountability that it was under Biden's watch that happened.
No, I don't
Even
give
though he was
presidents
blocked
things
by
that
Republicans?
I don't give any president the result of what's on their watch. I give them what they have control of and what they don't have control of. I'll give you an
you're
example.
saying-
By the time that Donald
go
Trump
ahead.
left office in his first term, he had lost 2 million jobs. Do I give him credit for that because it was under his watch?
He should be accountable. It's under his watch. Absolutely.
Oh, gotcha. But even though I understand that was COVID's fault that happened, I should blame Donald Trump because it's under his watch?
Absolutely. It's under
Well,
his
that's
watch.
dumb,
We
sir.
would
I'm not going to
blame-
make.
we
I'm not
would
going
blame
to.
Biden if it was under his watch.
No,
of
I wouldn't
course.
have. I'm not blaming either of them for things that are out of their control. And just like I don't
the
give,
thing.
and
That's
just
the
like
thing.
I
That's not
don't
out of
give,
his control.
and just
That's
like
not
I
out of
do,
his
and
control.
just like I don't give Donald Trump credit for something that is out of his control that he had no effect on, that he could not have affected. Okay, because of that was COVID. I also don't give I also don't give Joe Biden credit for the after effects that came from immigration after COVID, because that was also not in his control. Okay, where
But
there's
why
certain
was it
little
so
things
easy
that
to
he could
close
have
the
done,
border
where there's certain
after
little
when
things, where
Trump
there's
was in
certain little
office?
things, where there's certain little things that he could have done to kind of limit it a little bit.
Mhm.
Sure, there was a couple of things. He was trying to do things the right way, the bipartisan way, the way that that we're supposed to do that.
The way it's
And
supposed to
he
be,
tried
yeah.
to do that, and
I
again,
agree.
Republicans wouldn't let him because as always,
Mhm.
Republicans would rather let the country burn than to let Democrats have a win.
Touche. I also think the Democrats would be the same way. I think
But
that
they're
there
not,
needs to
though.
be a third party, because if you're such a Democrat, what kind of Democrat are you? Are you moderate? Or are you all the way to the left?
I'm not a Democrat at all.
Stop lying, Paulie. I've been listening to you for so long, bro. You might as well run.
Wow, you've been listening to me for
the
so
amount of
long
knowledge
and
that
you still haven't figured out, because I say it at least once alive.
Yeah, but I want to hear the truth. The way you talk, it's
The truth will set you
get
free,
mixed
but
signals.
first it'll piss you off.
Huh? I'm sorry, what? Hello?
Bad bitches wanna like me. Like a VR. It's a song.
Yo, you're a jokester, Paulie. Live in the real world, man. All right? Live in the real world. All right? Because
Bouncing around,
stuff you-
bouncing around, bouncing,
stuff-
bouncing
the
around,
stuff that
bouncing
you
around,
talk
bouncing.
about is a big contradiction. It goes both ways, bro. All right? Do you promote violence? You like what's happening in this country when it comes down to the violence? When you disagree with somebody, you want to punch them in the face? Because you definitely have a face that a lot of people would like to punch. And I know you can't fight. So we could talk and debate about politics all you want, but when you don't even decipher what's right and wrong, and you're quick to and dismiss people like you did that old lady and make fun of her diluted statement, and then Bill and Ted in the last caller talk, he must have been high out of his mind talking to you. I give you props for dealing with that part. But you live in a denial, bro. This country is going to shit. And it's not just because of Trump. It's because of the same shit that you just talked about, Democrats blocking, just like the Republicans blocked Joe Biden. So it's time for accountability in this country.
What are the
There's not
Democrats
enough
blocking
of
for
that.
Donald Trump?
Everything.
What are they blocking?
He does right now. Everything he does, bro. You know what they should do is get rid of the filibuster so that way we can start talking about this. Seriously. I only called so that way you can change my mind to go back to the Democratic Party, but you can't even do that. Because what are the choices? I like Rubio right now. I think he's the most common sense person out there. Who do you got in your corner in the Democratic Party that I can even stand by? Who?
I'm not a Democrat.
Whitmer?
I already said that.
Yes, you are, bro. You are a Democrat. Why are you lying, bro? You're
Okay.
an independent. You're not an independent. Come on, man. The way you talk, you got woke written all over your face, bro.
I'm very
might as well
woke.
have that. You might as well have that tattooed next. Seriously.
I didn't say I wasn't woke. I'm very woke.
Exactly. So you fall left, bro.
I didn't say I
Come
don't
on,
fall
man.
left. I fall very left. I like to consider myself a progressive with a little sprinkle of like democratic socialism. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit over the top, just for fun. Yeah, I'm woke as shit. I'm progressive as fuck. Yeah, I'm awesome as shit, dude. But that doesn't make
I
me a
mean,
Democrat. Actually, that makes me farther left than Democrats.
so there's a new party coming out. You can admit to that then. Because the way it's looking right now, there's no such thing as a Democrat. It's Democrats. You guys are definitely.
Ooh, did you come up with that one all by yourself?
No, I didn't. I read. I don't have to come up with anything. You're not going to be sarcastic to me on the phone.
You
I'm
read
not an
a
internet-
Fox News
I'm not-
article
I'm not-
that said
I'm not an
Democrats?
internet thug like you, bro. I'm not an internet thug like you. All right, I get my hands dirty. You keep your hands wet in those little panties that you wear. Like for real.
Are you
This
hitting on me,
condescending-
sir?
This condescending talk that you like to do.
Sir, are
and
you
downgrade
hitting
people.
on me?
No, I'm not. I'm not kidding.
Sir,
this is
I
laugh like a
am in
heart
a
attack,
I am in
Steven.
a very loving relationship.
Nah,
Okay.
with a man. Papa
So
Smurf,
I'm very,
get outta
very
here.
sorry. Are you trying to make
Call
it
me
with a
Papa
man? Is that
Smurf.
what you're trying to do,
That's what we're
sir?
gonna call you.
Is that what you're trying to do,
Come
sir?
on,
Are you
bro.
trying to make it with a man?
I'm not trying to make nothing. You know you dating.
Sir,
a
again, I
transvestite,
am
bro.
taken.
Stop it.
I am
Yeah,
I'm
you're
very,
taking,
you
you're
know,
taking it, right? You're taking dicks up the ass. That's what you're taking. Yeah.
sir, why are you trying to
Why
think
am-
about what's going up
Why am
my
I what?
my
'Cause
rear
we
end,
have
sir?
a conversation, but you can't even be honest. So now you
Sir,
wanna be
why
comedic, but we
are
can be
you? It
comedic.
sounds like you want a chance, sir. That's what it sounds like to
I want a
me.
chance.
Okay. Yeah,
What-
that's what
I'm
it
not
sounds
Native
like to
American,
me.
bro. Get out of here.
And I honestly, sir, I would give you one, except for I don't date stupid. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
okay.
I really try to. I like very intelligent women. Okay, so
So whatever helps you sleep at night, as long as he keeps you comfortable. There's no such thing as a woman that's sleeping next
sir,
to you, Papa Smurf.
you're saying that as if that offends me, sir.
I
It
know
doesn't.
it don't offend
It's
you.
on.
People
It's
like
only.
you.
It's
People like
only
you hide
people
behind
like, sir. It's
computers and
only people,
telephones.
sir. It's only people like you. Okay. It's only people like you that think that calling somebody gay is like saying something bad about them. It doesn't bother me at all, sir. Unlike you, I am very secure in my masculinity. So it doesn't bother me when you call me gay, okay? Unlike you, where I call you gay and you start screaming and yelling into your microphone because you
the
have
most
some
testosterone you got is
feelings
collagen
inside
in
that
your
you haven't
teeth.
quite gotten out, and they're just
Come
and
on,
they're
bro.
just
Stop
starting
it,
to get
man.
at you, you know
Stop
what I'm
it.
saying?
We were having a conversation about
So-
the border, and you want to shush me and dismiss me like I'm your little baby sister. Better stop with that dumb shit, bro.
Yeah,
Not
someone
you-
call
you
someone call
internet
Ari
thug.
in here. I think I might need some help
You're
with
in
this
the-
one. Yeah.
Yeah. Get some help,
Yeah,
bro.
he wants me
post
bad. He wants me
technical.
bad tonight.
I don't want you bad,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Come on, man. I ain't Michael Jackson.
That's
Better stop.
crazy, man.
And you ain't no smooth criminal. Get out of here, bro.
Did you just
stop-
call me
stop the dumb
smooth?
shit.
You are very
Yeah.
strange, sir.
Have accountability on what
You
you're
guys,
talking
you
about.
guys
It goes
truly,
both ways,
you guys truly
alright?
for like
Understand, just like you,
it
you
is
go both ways.
like literally for people that like are so anti-LGBTQ, it is insane
I got
how
cousins that
freaking
are
like
that.
in
I
the
just-
closet
I
you
don't
guys
give a
are.
shit
You know what I'm
about
saying?
somebody's preference.
Like how
I'm
emotional
talking
you are.
about
Like it
you.
real like it true like it doesn't
Talking about
bother me.
you,
Like
Papa Smurf.
I don't care. It's just
Come on, man.
kind of weird. Like
No,
I think
it
that
ain't
you
nothing
should
weird.
just
We
get
talk-
out
we talk- we
get out some of
talking over
these
here. You want to be dismissive and
feelings, you know what I'm
condescending and
saying?
act like you're the
So-
smartest dictionary in the fucking room. Like, stop it, bro.
I'm not any kind
Stop.
of dictionary in the room, sir. I'm a person.
Yeah, you are. What? You're what?
A person?
A person. Okay. A thing. A person. A noun. And an adverb. You're all of those things, all in one. You're a fucking Fruit Loop.
I
That's what
don't
you
think I can be an adverb.
are. Yeah, you're a Fruit Loop. That's what you
Yeah,
are.
I don't think I
A
can
box
be
of
an
Lucky
adverb.
Charms.
I can be a proper noun, that is true, but I don't think it's
Mm-mm.
possible for me to be an adverb.
Paulie, ain't nothing proper about you, bro. Nothing. There's nothing proper about you. You don't take accountability for your own party. You don't claim your own party. You talk in contradiction. Everything that you say.
Well, I don't take
is the
credit
same
for
shit
my
that
party
happened.
because I'm not part of that party.
Come on, bro. Stop it. Stop it.
Okay.
Stop it right now.
It's
Stop
really
it.
not that difficult, sir. It's really not.
It,
It's
it,
crazy
it is
how
difficult. You're in
your
denial. How many
inability
parties
to
are there?
understand.
How many parties are there except in your asshole? How many parties are there? Ask me
Bro,
that.
if
Come
you,
on.
dude, your obsession with my asshole
How
is
many?
quite
How many?
alarming, okay?
I just mentioned it.
Just thought I'd let you know.
It's
You're,
not an obsession.
sir,
Bro,
sir,
bro,
you're
you
just
probably
crashing out now, and really at this point it's getting really, really sad.
wanna know
Okay?
if you got a girlfriend.
Sir, it's getting really, really sad. Okay. I think at this point I just have better things to do than just listen to you hit on me over and over and over and over and over and over, you know?
Finally met your match, Papa Smurf. Fuck out of here.
Oh, he ran away. I'm assuming he ran away to go, you know, take care of himself after he talked to me. I assume that's what it is. Y'all, make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys. If you guys just have one of those follows that happens to just be burning a hole in your pocket and you wouldn't mind sending it my way, I really appreciate it. All right. Thank you guys so much. Oh, I gotta do that. Anyways, if you guys would like to support the live, I really, really appreciate you guys. I do have I'm about 7 of the way through the live gift goal over there. I would love to pull up and see who sent them all, but it's being stupid and it won't let me click on it. It's annoying me. Sorry. It won't let me click on it. But I see Shay, I see oh, that's Izzy with the hand hearts. Mama, Flower Child, Shay. I'm seeing all sorts of people in there. Sage, Shay, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the support, guys. If you guys like support live, I also do have gifting over on the Red app. I also have super chats. I really appreciate those too. They really do go a long way to help supporting the live. So thank you guys so much. Oh, I also have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. They're all at Polypolitics. Why did I not get a notification? Sorry, I didn't get a notification, Tara, so I'm going to look. Oh, Tara, thank you so much for the $50 over on the Blue app. I really appreciate that. Says, oh, your patience is beyond. Take this because you deserve it. Thank you, and we are all here for you. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry I didn't see that prior. Thank you so much. Big W's in the chat for Tara. I guess I need to check all the apps. Maybe I'm not getting notifications of things. Maybe I'm not getting notifications of things. I don't even know. Oh, I have some from Thursday that I didn't see. Oh my goodness. Lydia, if you're here, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Oh my god, and I'm not even logged in over here. Goodness gracious, I'm failing anymore. I'm not funny. But anyways, we're gonna move on to the next caller and keep this thing going. Ugh. Ow, my hip hurts. My hip hurts. I had to have a freaking back procedure today. And my back is killing me. My back is killing me today, y'all. I had to have a back procedure today. I had to have a radio frequency ablation on my back today. And it hurts pretty good. Dax, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Rylan, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Said, love your debate style. I wish I was as patient as you are. Love learning from you. You rock.
Insane.
Polly 28. Thank you so much, Rylan. I really appreciate that. Kramer said, thanks, Polly. You rock. Bub, keep up the good fight. Thank you so much. Pixie said, I'm going to be a grandma. Congratulations, I think. I hope. That's congratulations, right? That, depending on which tone you say that in, that can go a couple different ways. Depending on which way you say that could go a couple different ways. You could be like, I'm going to be a grandma, or like, I'm going to be a grandma. That could be rough. No, I'm sure it's a good tone. It sounds like a good tone. I'm really happy to hear it. Really happy to be you're going to be a grandma. That's really awesome. Shush, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships too. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I didn't get to see who got them, but I'm sure they're all very happy. I'm very well. You never know. Like some people, I'll put like I'm like my daughter's 15. If I was about to become a grandpa, I would not be fucking happy. See what I'm saying? I'd be very, very not fucking happy. You know? So I kind of just think about it through my lens. Shush, thank you so much. Truth, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I appreciate that. Said Taco Tuesday has taken a Trump tonight. Yikes. Yeah, not only Taco Tuesday, but also, Cinco de Drinko over here. Cinco de Drinko. Happy Cinco de Mayo there. It is Cinco de Mayo, right? I forgot about that. I meant to do something like, do some type of strange cultural appropriation. No, I'm just playing. Thank you so much, Truth. Just come on like a giant sombrero and just be like just completely out of touch or something. I'm surprised I haven't seen people do that today. Just be a total insane person. Oh man. Okay. Well, I'm tired of this guy being here. I try to keep him around for a while and he's just being annoying. Anyways, it looks like I have a couple people in the chat room. I don't know. One second. It looks like they might both be friendlies, but I'll bring up the friendlies for just a quick second. And I mean quick. Not quick, but I mean like enough to get something out. And then we'll move on. Trying to see who I have over here in the guest request box over here. I don't think you're opposition. I think that was a misclick. Okay, cool. All right, let's bring him up for a second. Not for very long, but for a minute or two. And then if you still support Trump, you can get a hold of me by joining the guest request box. If you're over on TikTok or if you're over on YouTube, you can call in the number that's above my head and have a conversation. Hello, how are you?
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
How you doing, bro? I moved from Colorado to Vegas, and I've been following you for like a year and a half.
Oh,
and
that's
I think it's dope what you're doing. I'm not a Trump supporter, and I think you just be grilling everybody that comes on. So I just wanted to say what's up, bro. You be cooking their ass.
Hey, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. I never lived in Colorado. Been there a few times. I did live in Vegas for a while.
Okay. Yeah, I saw it was like a 7720 number. And so I was like, oh, shit, he's based in Colorado, but it's dope. I just stumbled upon your page like a year and a half ago, and I was like, oh, this dude's dope. He be cooking all of these people that don't know what the fuck they be talking about. So I just started following for like a year and a half, and every time you come on and I see you on the page, I follow. So
hey,
just keep cooking their ass, bro. They don't know what the fuck they talking about.
Hey, I really appreciate that. Like, truly, I really, really appreciate it. That means like so much to me. And thank you so much. And I'm going to keep trying, man. I'm going to keep trying to do my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, dude. Well, you have a good one, all right?
Yeah, take care, bro.
That was nice. W's a chat for caller. Speaking of which, like I said, like I've been kind of promoting, podcast should be out next month. And I am posting videos of some of my best moments in like some more like edited down videos that are doing a whole bunch of stuff like that. So really cool stuff. If you want to check out my page over on YouTube. So yeah, if you guys want to check that out, that'd be great. Especially if you're on the other app over there. and you don't normally see that stuff. So come over and check it out. It's really cool stuff over there. All right. Well, it went back down. That's okay. I'll see if we can get that thing going. Do. Hello, how are you?
Hey, how's it going? I heard the beep, so I'm guessing that's me. I'm not a Trump supporter. I was just kind of coming up to do the same exact thing like the other guy just did just now. Like, just thank you so much for
Yeah, man.
speaking out for the people that, don't really have the opportunity to do so, especially like the trans community at like this particular time, because the general obsession party seems to be so obsessed with.
It's very strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting, and I really wish they would have that same energy for like the people actually doing the things that they are projecting. You know what I mean? Like, but they never do. They just protect one another. Yeah, I mean, I myself, like, I'm not ashamed to say this. Like, I am a trans man, and I have been trans for like my whole life, pretty much.
Yeah.
And just hearing all these people like saying stuff that makes no sense and they have no idea what they're talking about. It's so like insufferable.
Yeah, what really just bothers
Really
me is
frustrating.
like it's another, like I said, it's another scapegoating tactic, right? It's just another thing for people to have someone to blame so they feel they feel better about their shitty lives. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it is. Like if like I'm not me, but like a lot of these people they're just like, oh, like my life sucks. I'm not making enough money. I can't afford this. I live in nothing. But now, but hey, I don't support the these other people, whether it's trans people, whether it's immigrants, whether any of those things. And it's just a tactic for them to try to make themselves feel better. And I just find it really sad because trans people aren't hurting anyone at all. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just really sad to hear that scapegoating that comes on with that. It really bothers me.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate, honestly. I myself, I personally I was born in Cali, raised in Jersey, and Dragon, Florida, but I've been thinking about just leaving the country in general because this shit's crazy. And it's just I don't know what to do other than just kind of like wait it out and see what happens. But at the same time, it's like, don't want to really get caught off guard either. So
yeah, I feel you. Well, I'm sure you'll know what to make the right decision. I don't have an answer for you. To be honest with you.
No,
So.
I'm just taking it day by day. But either way, I wanted to thank you for everything you do. I watch you, every night whenever your show's on, and I love the way you just kind of like you educate these ignorant whatever. I don't even have any nice things to say, honestly, to call them. So I'll let you fill in those gaps. But
yeah, leave that to me, man. I got that part taken care of.
Yeah. Well, keep doing what you're doing. Have a great night, and I'm just gonna cook some dinner.
All right, man. Enjoy your dinner. You have a good one, all right?
Yeah. Same. Bye.
All right. Well, that was a nice call. That was a nice couple calls. If you still support Trump, you can call another number that's above my head, or join the guest request box. I do have a couple people that are in the guest request box. I'm not sure that they're whether they're oppositions or friendlies. I'm gonna bring them up for a second, just see what's up. Oh, that person left immediately. So I don't think that's it.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent. How old are you?
I'm 29 as of tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thanks, man.
Awesome.
So I was hoping that we could debate something different
What do you want
than
to
Trump,
debate?
because I hate Trump. Despise Trump. I was hoping that we could maybe talk about abortion if you were open to that conversation.
Okay. What do you want to talk about with abortion?
So I've had one.
Mhm.
I've always been pro-choice
Sure.
until I had an abortion.
Okay.
And I was just kind of wanting to spread awareness, I guess, and also because I'm more pro-life now after that, because I chose the medicine abortion. So that means I gave birth without any, I took medicine, so I had to give birth. And um, so I've just kind of wanted to spread awareness about, if people choose to do that, I want to make aware what happens after. So you
Well,
do go through.
I think people can do that all their own without with a Google search, right? I think people can understand the side effects of what happens and make that decision on their own. I don't think anybody needs to spread awareness on that. But you're saying you became pro-life. It sounds like you just became pro-life for yourself. Why do you need to inflict that on other people?
I don't think I need to inflict it on other people, but I would like to say what I experienced, and then people make that decision on their own. Because I believe that if you think that you can't support a baby, that's your every right, God given decision to be able to do that. If you get sexually assaulted, you should be able to do that. If, this, that, and the other, you should. But I do want people to know that if you do choose this decision, um, it can affect you a lot.
And if you
And
don't choose that
I don't want
decision,
anyone to feel bad. I don't want
but
anyone to feel bad about
if you
it.
don't make that decision, there's a lot of negatives that can happen also.
I know I have a son. I have a son.
No, what I'm
So
saying
maybe,
is that there's positives and negatives that can happen with any situation. Pregnancy is inherently dangerous, right? Just period. And it's inherently detrimental to women's lives and to their bodies. So regardless of which choice is made, there are negatives and positives. And you had that choice, right? You had the choice to to have an abortion, all right? And it sounds like you regret that decision now, and I'm very sorry to hear that. I don't want anybody to regret their decision at all, okay? But I also don't want other people to be forced to make a decision, right?
mm,
Outside of that, because other people want to legislate what they can do with their bodies, right? Because for every
mm.
person that there is one person that does regret their decision, there's probably another 100 of people
Well,
that didn't regret
I
their
think I'm being
decision, okay?
misunderstood because I don't want it to be illegal. I'm more, when I say pro-life, that's really loose. That's more of a decision on my own because every woman should have the decision for their own bodies. Every woman should have the decision for their own future. I just, I don't know. It's just something that like I've really struggled with for a long time.
Yeah, and
And
it sounds like
I try to spread awareness. Just tell
I
women
understand
like,
that
yeah,
it does. No, just real quick. I do understand. It sounds like you're having a rough time, and I really do. I empathize for you. Okay, I really, really, truly do. But I think that your answer to this problem is going to be with a good therapist, not a social media live, right? Like I feel like you might have some issues with this that you need to work out, right? And really I truly honestly do hope that you're able to work them out, but I'm not a therapist, and the people that are here are not, a therapist, and you're somewhat, and I mean this respectfully. I really don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but you're
I'm not
doing a
taking
little,
it like that.
yeah, but you really are doing a little bit of trauma dumping on the live right now, right? And I just don't think this is the correct medium for that,
I'm
right?
sorry.
No, I don't want you to be sorry. I don't want you to be sorry. What I don't want you to do is come on here and try to use this as a therapy session when I'm not qualified to talk to you about this, and then I can do something that hurts you. You know what I'm saying? I could say
I'm
something
sorry. I
that's a
didn't realize.
negative for you.
I was
You know
just
what I'm
trying to
saying?
like spread like awareness because like this is like some of the people on here like are really Republican. And so like I just wanted to let them know that it's not as simple as making that decision and it's so being so easy.
Yeah, and
Because a lot
again,
of people like they protest and stuff, and it's like it's not that easy. It's not as easy as like, and I just want the Republicans and the
I
Trump supporters to know.
Okay, and I completely understand what you're saying. I am going to get up. I'm going to drop you, not because of anything disrespectful, because I really don't want you to say something that you regret on here, and it becomes a therapy session. Okay, and but really, if you need help, if you please seek support. If you don't know where you can get support, message me offline or message my mods or anything like that, and I will make sure that you are hooked up, like that you can that I connect you with somebody that can support you. Okay,
I'm
truthfully.
sorry to all the commenters that are
Don't
upset.
don't be sorry, and don't listen to the commenters. You're talking to me, okay? Okay? Nobody's mad. Nobody's upset. I'm not upset. Okay?
Okay.
All right. You are going through a rough time. We have all been there. Okay. Not maybe in your situation, but we have all been through very rough situations. Deep breaths. Okay. Stay calm. Seek help. Okay. You said you had a son already. Your son needs you. All right. So you gotta stay there. You gotta be there for your son too. Okay. So I just don't want this to be the medium in which you do it, because this can be a very harmful medium for you. Okay. This is not a good medium for you to have this. Okay. But there is help that's available. Please, please, please. If you don't know where to go out and get help, message me, message my mods. We will make sure we put you in the right spot to be able to get help. Okay? I'm not joking. Okay?
Thank you.
All right,
Okay.
Jordan. All right, Jordan. You have a good one, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, don't. Sorry, I didn't mean to drop you that. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. You're reaching out, and don't be sorry about it, okay? I don't want you to be sorry. So. Sorry. I know how toxic this space is. Okay. I know how toxic this space is. Okay. And if you're reading the comments in this space, that is a great way to it's just not a good space. It's not a safe space. Not me, not most of y'all, but there are people there that out there, and it's hard. Okay. So it's just not a good space to be doing that. So I apologize, y'all. I was not in any way trying to be mean to her. I really, really do hope that she's okay. I really, really do hope that she's okay. So, okay. One second. I just need to get my mind straight real quick. All right. One sec. Ugh. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Sorry. Okay. We're going to keep this thing going. Jordan, if you're out there and you're listening, please reach out to me or any of my mods. Like I said before, I'm going to move on to the next person. Keep this thing going. Y'all make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. All right. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. That's on me. That's on me. Jordan, get help. Okay? Seriously. Really. Truthfully. Okay? Okay. Hello, how are you?
Yes, hello.
Hi, how old are you?
Yes, how you doing?
How's it going? How old are you?
I'm 52, bro.
Awesome. You still support Trump?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Do you still support Trump?
I support the office of the president.
That's not what I asked you.
I support Trump.
Why would you do that?
First of all, I live in Maryland. Highly Democratic state. I'm a registered Democrat. You know, I'm 52 years old. You know, and I live in Baltimore City. You know, so you know, I live in a Democrat-controlled, you know, state and city, and I've seen my city just get dilapidated. You know, saying jobs leave and things like that. You know, my vote was like, I felt the Democrats were like, okay, even though it didn't count towards the electorate, because of course Trump took Maryland, but it counted towards the popular vote. I thought maybe the Democrats would come back and reach out and see like why their base was reaching across the lines to the Republicans, because we're unhappy, we're unsatisfied. You know what I'm saying? With African American communities right here is being disenfranchised in this city. You know what I'm saying? Without besmirching any other ethnicities. You know what I'm saying? But I see them bringing in the immigrants and everything. I see them putting up in hotels and giving them benefits that I can't get, that I can't qualify for. My governor, Wes Moore, who is a opponent of Trump, makes it very difficult, for, lifelong Maryland residents to get these benefits. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a parent, single parent. I'm a single black dad.
Okay, that's really cool.
I
What
can't
does this
even
have
get
to do
these
with
things.
supporting Trump?
Yes, of course. Because now you see what's happening. Everything is begun unraveling. Because, if we can't work with the system, the system's not working for us, then we got to put somebody in charge that's going to unravel everything and bring everything down. The Democrats are scrambling. In my city, now in Baltimore City, they're starting to do things, take action. You know what I'm saying? We got more police presence. I'm going to tell you, we had no police presence. We're one of the worst crime-ridden cities in America, and we had no police presence. Police were standing down, bro. And crime got out of hand. The traffic, I don't know if you've ever been to Baltimore and drove in our traffic or been around our city.
What does this have to do with Donald Trump? Are you saying that freaking Baltimore City didn't have policemen before Donald Trump? Is that what you're saying?
Well, the presence wasn't stepped up until our governor, Wes Moore, got into that banter with Trump, that back and forth about the city not being safe. Do you remember when Wes Moore called Trump out? Told him to come down here and check it out. Trump told him I wouldn't come down there
until you clean your city
streets
member
up.
down there to sweep the streets.
Yeah, but we don't need a National Guard. If the police just did their job, just had a presence
Donald
out here,
Trump doesn't have a control over
protected
the police
citizens,
in your
the
state.
Taxpayers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, I support. Who
Donald
would you
Trump-
support? Kamala
Donald
Harris?
Trump
She was
doesn't have
clearly
control over
unqualified.
police in your state or your city.
Kamala Harris was clearly unqualified.
How was she unqualified?
Kamala Harris had no business that close to the presidency. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
That's not what I asked you. I asked you how she was unqualified.
And for her record in California, and I've got friends in
record in
California, talking to people that she's done in California. First of all, the one thing she did in California when she was mandating when she was the truancy laws, when she was mandating that parents would go to jail if their kids were hooking school. Now, come on now.
Yeah. Can you please explain to me what position that Kamala Harris held in California that creates laws?
She was she's the state's attorney. She was the top lawyer in the state.
Yes, and since when do the DAs and attorneys generals create laws?
She was top lawyer. She was very influential in the state, and she was very close. She had very close ties. Come on now.
Okay, so
Kamala Harris had very close ties with the Come on now.
Let's try this again.
Kamala Harris is responsible for a lot of policies in California.
Stop talking. Jesus fucking Christ. The attorneys general works for the executive branch. Who makes laws?
The legislature.
Awesome.
California
so
legislature.
if she worked for the executive branch and the legislature makes laws, then how did she do that?
She has influence. Do you think that she can't get an agenda
She
done?
has influence. That's all you have.
You're
saying, I think because she
rose
was
to the
the
vice
AG.
presidency of the United States. You don't think that she had things
So
done?
what
The
you're
people wouldn't
saying
do
is,
things for her. She didn't
just
have
because she happened to
her
be in
thumbprint was on California?
Gotcha. So what you're saying is because she happened to be in California and happened to hold an elected position, then she had to have been involved in something that I'm pretty sure existed before she was even freaking AG.
First of all, Kamala Harris is clearly so. All right, so these Iran deals going on now. Do you think that she will be qualified to handle these? How would she handle these deals now?
More qualified than Donald Trump is, but that's a nice pivot.
The thing about the Iran thing, what I'm saying? Clearly, this war thing is so sensitive. I have a son in the Marines, bro.
Then you shouldn't be supporting Donald Trump.
Check this out. My son, we support the country.
Yeah, if you support the country, you shouldn't support Donald Trump either.
My family has always been, I've always had family in the armed forces, bro.
Yeah, if you support
And
the
the police
Constitution, you
force,
shouldn't support Donald
the
Trump either.
United States Post Office. I've got people in the United States Post Office. We're in the fabric of the
United
country,
States
bro.
Post Office.
So what do you
Thank
mean?
you
So
for
we
your
support our
service.
country, bro, and the office of the president.
Thank you for your service.
You know, come on now. So we voted. If the Democrats would get themselves together and get a viable candidate, then maybe they
You
can
still
talk,
have
or
yet
they
to
could
tell
get
me
back
how
in power.
Kamala Harris was unqualified.
Right, she's clearly unqualified. Now, okay, so she went to Howard University. Okay, boom. Her record at Howard wasn't sparkling. You know what I mean? And from there it went on. You know what I mean? Come on now.
Donald Trump went to Wharton College and his professor said he was the dumbest student that he had ever taught, and he got barely C's.
Yeah, he passed. Okay, he might not have been the most brainiac.
And
most
Kamala
brainiest
Harris
person,
left
but
Howard and went to law school to pass the hardest bar in the country.
That's the thing. Okay, so she's intelligent, right? She's intelligent, but she doesn't have the chutzpah to get out there and battle in the world affairs. Okay, she knows the law, the letter of the law. You know what I'm saying? But Donald Trump's been out there doing business. He's been out there wheeling and dealing with these guys all over the world.
Name one
You
deal.
know, this is the thing. It's about relationships, first of all, Polly.
Get-
It's about relationships, Polly.
Yeah,
And Kamala
can you give
Harris
me
clearly doesn't have
one-
the relationship
Can you
or
give me?
connections.
Can you
He
give me
doesn't
one
have that.
deal? Can you give me one deal Donald Trump has created?
Would be one deal.
Yeah, can you just give me one deal?
As far as I go on with playing, like the education deal that he did for the HBCUs, make sure they were all.
No, you said he's all the way
life.
across the world making all of these deals. Can you please name one deal that Donald Trump made, you know, all the way across the world to further American
Let's
interests?
take the deal. Oh, I got you. Let's take the deal that he got prosecuted for. The real estate deal that he got prosecuted, he got falsely prosecuted for.
Again, not a foreign relations deal. You said he's all around the world. You said that Kamala Harris couldn't cut her chops dealing with foreign situations like Iran.
I don't
Then
believe
you
so,
said,
bro. I don't believe so. I don't
then you
believe so.
said
She
he's
couldn't-
all
she couldn't
around the
fight her way
world.
out of- She couldn't fight her
Sir.
way out of the Democratic.
All right, now you're muted. Stop interrupting me.
She wouldn't.
Stop interrupting me.
And be out there
Stop
top-notch in
interrupting
world
me.
affairs?
All right, stop interrupting me. So you said that that Donald Trump was going all around the world making these deals.
That's
Name
what he
one.
does. I mean, I'm not privy to. How about those the golf courses over there in Saudi Arabia? He went over there and made those deals with the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, and they got those beautiful golf courses over there in Saudi Arabia. Made that deal, and Tiger was over there, got Tiger Woods and everything, and over there
That's
designing the courses
illegal.
over there in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's illegal.
How about that?
That's actually
Awesome,
literally a
beautiful
violation of
courses.
the
And I would love to
Constitution.
play on those one day. You play
Yeah,
golf,
they
Polly?
never opened, and that's also illegal.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
okay,
saying the
listen,
best
I'm not privy to all
deal.
his world
You're
deals and
saying
world
that the
affairs, but
best
you know what my
deal.
point? I think my point
You're
is proven.
saying that the best deal that the United States made, that Donald Trump made for the United States across the whole
I don't
world,
know.
is his own private company getting a golf course to help enrich him and his
Very
family.
tricky on your part, Polly. No, that's not what I'm
that's
saying,
the
Polly.
best,
Now,
guys.
that's all I could.
If you're wondering where all of your
knowledgeably say,
tax dollars
I'm
are
not
going,
privy to all
the
all
best
this
deal
man's
that
world
Donald
dealings
Trump
and
has
things of that
made
nature.
for your tax dollars is to
Polly,
get
that's
a
not- that's
golf
not the point.
course
That's not even the
for
point,
him and
Polly.
his
What about
friends
the
that
tax dollars that Elon- what about the tax
none
dollars
of
that the,
you will
Department of,
ever play on.
that Elon Musk
None of
recovered?
you.
What about those tax dollars?
Zero
What about the
of
tax
you
dollars
will
that
ever
squandered
play on the
this
golf course.
Energy, this green energy
That
deal?
is
What
a
about those
fu-
tax
that
dollars
is
that
this
they
is
squandered?
almost this is almost funny. This is almost funny how much of a joke this is. Sir, can you please name one
How was
deal
it a joke?
that
How was it a joke?
helped the average United States citizen that he made?
Paulie, if you want, okay, listen, Paulie, if you want to do that, I got you, mama. You got me. I really don't know his world business affairs. You know what I'm saying?
Then
I
why
focus
are
on
you saying that he's
Homeland.
making all of these deals and that Kamala Harris couldn't do it if
She
you
was
don't know any of
unqualified,
the
man. She
deals?
doesn't. Man, listen. Who is she? First of all, she's not black. She's never been black. She always was. She always was Indian. She's fake and phony, bro. When we listen, first of all, to get the black vote, you don't have to be black. You don't have to fake black. You don't have to have hot sauce in your. It's offensive. You don't have to have booty shaking on your in the Democratic National primary. It's offensive, bro. Now, come on now. We as black people, now we listen.
No,
wanna
don't
be
say
judged by
we
the
as black
content of our
people. You're not
character.
black.
As by the content of our character.
No,
We wanna be judged by that.
Don't say we as black people. You're not black.
I'm actually brown. Actually,
No,
reddish
I
brown.
don't.
Actually,
No,
sir.
you're white.
I'm actually reddish brown, sir.
You're white.
That's your opinion, Paulie.
Well, yeah, and it's your opinion that Kamala Harris isn't black, and yours is also as inaccurate.
She's a woman of
okay,
color. She's a woman of
she is
color.
black.
She
Is black, sir. She is black, sir. Because black isn't a country, sir. Black isn't a shush.
Not even important.
Shush. Sir, if you can't control yourself, I'm just gonna move on to the next person. You're really not doing a good job.
I
with this.
shushed. You shush me like I
Yeah, but I
shush.
shouldn't
You
have to
me like a
shush
white
you
man.
like a child.
And I shush.
I shouldn't have to shush you like a child. You should be adult enough, okay? Like literally to just not just freaking yell and scream into the microphone for no reason, okay? You should be able to do that. But you're literally over here. Okay, no, you're yelling and screaming over me because you know that any single time, anything that I could actually make a
I never
point,
curse.
anytime that I actually can make a point will make you look stupid, okay? So,
Yeah,
anyways,
I'm not afraid of that, Polly. I'm here to learn.
Cut me
and
off
grow
again.
And banter. I love it.
I'm not here to grow and banter with you. I'm here to have a conversation with you.
I'm not afraid of truth, Polly.
All right. Well, you are a trader for you, so I'm just gonna mute you, and then I unmute you. If you can't have a conversation, I'll just move on to the next person because this is just a fucking joke at this point. Black isn't a country. Okay, you can't be from black. Okay, so when you're saying that somebody is Indian, yeah, somebody can be Indian and black. Someone can be from a lot of different countries and still be black. Okay, because black is a racial construct that we've made up in the United States based off of a certain skin tone that you have in this country. Okay, and she has that skin tone. It does not matter whether she's part Indian or part any other thing. She's still black. Okay. And I don't consider anybody who doesn't call her black, especially somebody who is black in this country, not calling her black as black. Because if you can grow up in this country, especially somebody of a supposedly your age, okay, if you can blow up black in this country, and you can experience all the things that black people have experienced in this country, and you can go off of that and then not call a black woman black. Well, first of all, either you're not black, or B, you're too misogynist. You're more misogynist than you are even having an understanding of race in this country.
Politically, bro, she's not black, bro. Politically speaking, bro,
politically she's not black. So now black is a political party.
That's the bottom line, pal. Yes, that's the bottom line. You know, so I see that you're a Kamala Harris supporter.
This isn't even about support. I'm not supporting her at all. There's no one to support. She hasn't been politically relevant in a year and a half. But you calling her not black is pathetic.
She's trying to come back. She's trying to get her chops together to get back into the Democratic primary again.
I don't give a fuck what she's trying to do. You calling her not black is fucking pathetic.
She's phony, bro.
I don't give a shit if she runs for president next term, runs for California governor, or never runs for anything again. Okay? You are pathetic if you are saying she's not black.
I'm just saying that what she portrayed in her political career was incorrect, and it blew up in her face.
What did she portray in her political career?
When you got to get Barack Obama to come lecture black men, like we don't know the value of a black woman. Come on now.
You obviously don't. I think this conversation proves that.
And politics for her. You know that she's losing.
You literally don't. You're proving that in this conversation.
Listen, the way she talked very condescending. Her politics wasn't cool. Listen, she got wiped up.
You don't know any of her politics. I have been trying to get you to talk about any of her politics this entire time. You don't know any of her politics. Why are you saying her politics weren't good? You don't know anything about her history. You don't know anything about her record. You don't know anything about her as an AG. You don't even know what an AG does. You don't know what she did as a senator. You don't know what she did as a vice president. You don't fucking know anything about what she did.
And watched Joe Biden shuffle around the White House, and then she came out and said everything was A-OK.
You don't know anything she actually did. All you fucking know is that she was a black woman, and since you can't freaking say that you're a misogynist, you'd rather just say that she's not black because it's easier for you to just try to sound racist than you are misogynistic, when in actuality, you're somehow fucking both. It's fucking crazy. I don't even know how you fucking pulled it off, but you are somehow a piece of shit on like multiple different things. And it's fucking sad that you fucking want to be a black man in this fucking country. Charlie Kirking all over my fucking live, talking about how you're afraid of fucking black women pilots, how they're not fucking qualified or some shit. You're literally just fucking Charlie Kirk and all that. Oh, if I see a black woman as a politician, she must not be fucking qualified. I don't know any reason why she isn't qualified. I don't know why she wouldn't be qualified, but she's a black woman, so she can't be qualified. And the sad part is, I expect it from people like fucking like Charlie Kirk. I expect it from a bunch of people that follow him, a bunch of white dudes that follow him. What I don't expect it from is fucking black men in this country who should be standing up for fucking black women in this fucking country. Except for instead of that, I gotta fight against fucking black men in this country who have their heads so far up their fucking ass that they can't even see when somebody's fucking black. Like, you're fucking black. Look in the goddamn fucking mirror. How can you look in the mirror and see someone black and then look at fucking Kamala Harris and be like, not fucking black? How could you fucking do that? How can you possibly be that fucking stupid? Do your eyes or your brain not fucking work? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? What in the fuck is wrong with you? Holy shit, dude. Holy fucking shit.
I know a phony when I see one, bro.
Really? Do you hear yourself talking? Because that's all I hear is a fucking phony. A phony fucking black man up here who fucking is like, oh, I don't know who's fucking black. Shut the fuck up, dude. You don't know anything about her. You saw that she was a fucking black woman and you were like, nope, I don't fucking want that. You are the fucking reason, okay,
No, we
why
don't
she
want
lost.
her.
Because a
We
bunch of
don't
fucking
want her.
pathetic
We
ass
didn't want
fucking
her.
black men like
We
you,
didn't want
fucking
her.
way too
They
high of a
tried to
percentage,
usher in
went out and fucking voted for fucking shit yourself fucking Donald Trump, went and voted for fucking wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire, fucking putting in Stephen Miller, fucking wants to have all you guys kicked out of the country, voted for him instead of a black woman. Y'all are fucking pathetic.
So who do you guys got
Y'all
next? Who
are
you guys got
fucking
next?
pathetic. Y'all are fucking
Who do you guys
pathetic.
got next? Who do you guys got? Who do you guys got? Who the Democrats got, bro? They have nobody. Hakeem Jeffries? Please. Who do you guys got?
Any other black people we want to talk shit on? We want to just go down the list? Should I just bring up
Man,
black
I'm
people
so
in Congress
tired
so
of
you
them
can
using us as
you can show
tokens,
how much you
tokens.
hate your own
Where's-
race?
Where's Sister Girl
Do
at?
you want me to just
Where
go
our
down?
Sister Girl at?
You want me to just
She
go
quiet,
down
man.
a fucking
Where's
list?
Sister Girl
Do you
at?
want me
She
to
been
just
real
go down a
quiet.
fucking list of all black people in Congress so you can
Where
talk
our
about how
homegirl-
much
where
you
our
fucking hate
homegirl
your
from
own race?
Texas at?
Is
Where
that what it
she
is?
at? Where Jack-
Is that what it is, sir?
she at?
Because I can do that if you really need me to.
What you mean? What are you talking about? They used them. They used
I
them.
said
Polly.
you
Come on,
hate
now,
your
don't see
own
it.
race. Did you not
Letitia
hear me?
James. I called it like I called it. She's going. They used her. She's going down. The GA from Georgia. She's going down. Fannie. They used all of them and they set them up. They going down. They used a black woman and the black woman is going down. Oh my God! You don't see it? Look at Brandon in Chicago. He's going down.
Wow.
Wait till the next election cycle. Wait till the next election cycle. You're going to see. Black people
Yes.
are tired of being used as tokens, Polly, and our voice not being heard.
You are literally a token right now. You are literally the
I'm a
definition of a token.
I am a token.
You are literally just fucking on the end of fucking strings of fucking the Republican Party. They love you. Their mouth waters when they see you. You're just fucking shucking and jiving all over the fucking place for 'em. You might as well put on the fucking red lipstick and fucking tap shoes. Okay? That's all they see you as a little fucking token, okay, to just bounce around the fucking stage, all right? Fucking being like, oh, let me name all the black women in the United States that fucking I hate. And you're literally making a motherfucking list of black women in the United States that you fucking don't like right now. You're literally doing that, okay? You these incredibly overqualified black women who have literally been held down for longer than any other fucking group of people in the history of the fucking United States, who are fucking pushing and striving to still do more stuff for this fucking country than they probably motherfucking should, right? And I gotta listen to fucking you, okay? I gotta listen to fucking you, all right? Fucking sit here and just remember about fucking black women. Shut the living fuck up, dude. Seriously, you're a sad fucking excuse.
Your girl.
You're a sad fucking
Your
excuse.
girl.
All right,
have a picture
like
of your wife?
literally,
You got a
this
photo of her.
you are literally the fucking people in this fucking country I have to warn my daughter about. Like literally black
Listen,
men
bro.
in this fucking country who are fucking self-hating against black people and especially against black women.
Self-hating?
You are
First of all,
literally the people
self-hating,
in this
we
fucking
are
country that
identifying
I
as
have to fucking
fraud
warn
and a
my
scam,
daughter
bro.
about.
We
Like, do you
identify
not have
as
do you not have a
fraud and
mother?
scam.
Do you not have a
We
fucking
identify
mother?
a fraud and a scam.
Holy shit, dude.
We identify
Dude,
as
he's
fraud
not
and a
gonna pick
scam.
you,
We
okay?
identify
You're not.
as
They're not
fraud
gonna.
and a scam, bro.
Trump is not gonna let you be one of the ones in the house, okay? He's not gonna be the one of the
I don't
ones that
gotta
let
be
you
in
be
the
one
house.
in the
I
house
drive. Listen,
if
bro.
you
I
simp
drive
for
the
him the
car.
whole time.
I drive the car, bro. I drive the car.
Wow, you are fucking
I drive
pathetic.
the car,
Just
bro.
thought I'd let you know. You're pathetic, and I just thought I'd let you know that you're literally a disgrace. And I literally don't ever say I speak for black people because I am not fucking qualified. But I'm gonna go ahead and speak for him on this one and say you're a fucking disgrace to fucking black people in this fucking country. Okay?
No, come on, Polly.
Yeah, fuck off my life. Take his black card? God, I should have snatched it right before he got off the fucking live. I should have snatched it right before he got off the live. I should have snatched it. Put him back on the line so I can take his black card from him. Put him back on the line so I can snatch it from him. Thank y'all. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys for clearing out that live gift goal. I really do. Make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you've got that follow, got a little subscribe over there that's just burning a hole in your pocket, maybe send it my way, okay? I would love a little follow, a little subscribe if you got an extra. Okay? If you got an extra someplace, would love to check it out. Would love to check it out. Sorry, I'm not getting notifications over there. I apologize. Yeah, I do have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. They're all at Polypolitics, just like my name. Not the 1.0 for you guys over on YouTube. Just Polypolitics, just like my name. I also have super chats and gifting. I'm throwing another live gift goal up there too. So really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I haven't actually gotten a good like little rant out all day. Actually, in like 2 days. Someone said that dude was Samuel L. Jackson and Django. For real, bro. For real. I actually haven't had a good rant in like 2 days. I needed one. Private, thank you so much for the $2 over on YouTube. I appreciate that. Ange Love Me. Thank you so much for the $5 too. I appreciate that. And Shush said this caller is the vampire from Sinners. I haven't watched Sinners. I haven't watched it. Burned Out Medic. Yes, I do. It's Polypolitics. It's also it's in my link tree in my bio. I haven't watched Sinners yet. I need to go watch Sinners. I thought the Django comparison was really good though. I don't watch it. Guys, I don't have time. Okay? I don't have time to watch movies. I was actually talking about that earlier in the live. I don't have time to watch movies. That's why, literally, in order for me to like stop working, like I have to be forced on like a vacation. Okay, I have to be forced on like a vacation. All right, we're gonna move on to the next caller. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Clayton Bigsby from Dave Chappelle Show. They stank, big noses. They think they're the best dancers. Breathing all the white man's hair. Condoleezza Rice. Condoleezza Rice sounds like a Mexican dish. Don't let the liberal media teach you how to think and feel. If you have hate in your heart, let it out. All right? Hey, you think I've watched that enough times? I can almost recite that damn thing. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna move on to the next caller. Keep this thing going. Again, y'all, make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you like support, I do have super chats, gifts, all those fun things. Really help support the live. I appreciate it. Oh, the Uncle Ruckus from Boondocks. Yeah, I didn't even think about that one. Every morning, I wake up and I thank the white man. Oh, what do you say? I treat the white man. I asked the white man for forgiveness. Is that it? I thank you for the air I breathe. And Burned Out Medic, thank you so much for that $10 over on Venmo too. Said digging that spicy poly. I appreciate that. Appreciate you. And finally, I apologize for niggas. Because Lord knows they ain't gonna apologize for themselves. So stupid. Hello, how are you?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, how old are you?
34.
Awesome. 34. Michael from Minnesota. You
Yes,
still
sir.
support Trump?
So no, I don't support him. Can I give you a little bit of background, like on my political, like just the past, like whatever 3 cycles, I guess we can go just like the Trump, Biden.
You have 12 seconds.
Yeah. So just in 2016, I didn't vote at all. I didn't like either Hillary or Trump. 2020, I didn't want to vote again, but most of my family's liberal and I grew up liberal, so I voted Biden. And then I will admit the last election I did vote Trump. But basically from day one, when he did the January 6th pardon, I was like out the door. You know what I mean? I really was only halfway in because I kind of like Tulsi Gabbard. And I know that's stupid now saying that, but I'm just being honest. I'm not going to be a liar on your show.
So when Donald Trump did what he was obviously going to do, then that's when you left him?
Yeah. I mean, listen, hindsight 2020, I honestly wish I just
that was kind of foresight, man.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I'm being honest though. Like I'm just, you know.
I understand you're being honest, sir. Just because you're honest, and again, thank you for realizing that you're wrong, like a little bit too late. I'm just saying, like I'm not saying you're not being honest, and I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. No, I'm just saying these were very like. these were very. See, if we don't look at our past, right, and look at the things that we could have looked at, right? So when Donald Trump is calling them heroes, when he's doing all of these sort of things, like the fact that January 6th even happened and Donald Trump was there and incited the entire insurrection to begin with. So like when we see somebody do that, right?
Yeah.
And then they come into office and they do exactly what like is obvious that they're going to do because they were the reason for it to begin with. Then now we can look back and the next time you go to vote, you can go, oh, maybe I should think about somebody's character and respect for the Constitution and whether they're a felon or not, or whether they've sexually assaulted someone or not. Maybe these things should be considerations, before I vote.
No, for sure. And I'm not going to act like I wasn't ignorant with my vote. I'm not going to act like I don't regret my vote. But here's the thing. I've done a lot of soul searching with it. And obviously, like, I don't support him at all. I haven't supported him basically the whole time. I mean, the Trump coin, I don't know why the fake crypto he did that went from $70 to $2 isn't a bigger story. Nick Shirley and all these right-wing podcasters want to talk about my state. I'm from Minnesota, so I can speak on this. They want to talk about my state like there's so much fraud. Trump literally did $1 billion in a rug pull fraud, bigger than Logan Paul and all these streamers that everybody wants to complain about. Literally $1 billion+ dollars. It's all facts. Everybody can look it up.
Yep, you ain't lying. I know we did.
Why is it? I just want to know because I don't get to talk politics a lot. I'll be honest. I work at a hotel, so I kind of got to be neutral. There's a lot of right wing people that come in from like Wisconsin and stuff, so I can't just be like fuck Trump and free Palestine.
Sure, that's just like one of 50 different ways that Donald Trump is using the presidency to enrich himself. Just said.
No, I know. I'm just saying. Like, why is it not a bigger story? Like
it is a big story. It was all over the news. People talk about it all the time.
But I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like all these people want to talk about fraud. I just think it's hypocrisy. Like if you're gonna call it fraud from a Democrat, call it out from a Republican. You know what I mean? Like it's got to be fair to both sides. Huh?
Who's gonna do that? Fox News?
Well, I'm just saying, like, more media in general. Yeah, Fox News.
Sir,
is a
it was
joke. I mean,
on pretty much everybody but Fox News.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I'm just surprised it's not like a
The
bigger
problem
story.
is,
Like,
sir, is that nobody is even surprised when Donald Trump does fraud anymore.
no, for sure. I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying, like, you just think like $1 billion. Like, I don't think people really quantify. I think
Isn't Donald Trump
there's
suing the IRS for like 10 billion?
I think it's 10 or 20. I don't know the exact figure. I don't want to, be like, oh yeah, 10 for sure. But it's a
So
lot.
he did a
And then
rug
he
pull
was-
screen for like $1 billion, but he's literally trying to take 10 billion from the United States, like from U.S. citizens. Like,
yeah, and then the
Who
the
cares?
whole big thing that was a joke was, they're like, oh, Trump was the only president to lose net worth. Well, that didn't last long. Yeah, he got sued prior to winning this election, but like
Yeah.
he made triple whatever he lost. No, more than triple. He lost, I think, 500 million, and he gained like 3 billion. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. That's like if I lose $20 and then I go find 200. I'm not
Yeah.
really caring about the $20.
yeah,
It's
Totally.
stupid.
I understand. But hey, man, I am keeping friendlies to a check time over here so I can move on to some Trump supporters.
Okay.
But I do really appreciate you, and stick around. Listen, may we that way we don't make mistakes next time, right?
No, for sure. And I
right,
don't
man.
know what that last dude was talking about. He's talking about supporting them and he's good for this war. I just want to say one final thing. This war is not good. I don't care what side anybody's on. We got to stop supporting these endless wars. I don't care what country it's on. We got to focus on helping people here.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. All right, man. Have a good one.
Yep. Have a good night.
Someone said they're now asking for 1 billion for the ballroom. I didn't hear about it going up to 1 billion. Holy shit. Dude, this ballroom better fucking fly, bro. I just hope whoever becomes next president, and I really don't care if it's a Democrat, if it's a Republican, if it's somebody in between. Okay? All I want them to do is just like first day in office, just go and just start bulldozing it. Not ask for any permission, just start bulldozing it. And then when Congress comes out and they're like, you can't do that, for them to just be like, oops. Well, it's gone now. Like, what do you... You know? I mean, that's what he did with the fucking East Wing, right? That's essentially what he did with the East Wing. So we're just going to do it at the same time. And just go like, oops. My bad. I won't destroy Trump's ballroom again. I won't destroy Trump's ballroom again. Last time, just this once. I didn't know I couldn't do that. Talking about some Dave Chappelle shit. I didn't know I couldn't do that. Because I did know I couldn't do that, Dave. Hello, how are you?
Hello?
Hi, Jack from New Jersey. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. How old are you?
22.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Yeah.
Awesome. What is that?
I just want to go back on what you were just saying before about the ballroom. Yeah, as far as you've heard the news about the shooting that happens near Donald Trump, like up the stairs over there in that place, that big ballroom.
Up the stairs
So,
over
I
there
think-
in that place. Sorry, can you be a little more
And no,
specific?
I don't. What was it called again? The White House Correspondents' Center.
Yeah,
Either way,
the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Yeah.
So there was a shooting there, right? So I do think if there was a ballroom in the White House where it's more secure, they'll prevent any, security issues. And
Yeah. Who
Yeah,
runs the
happen to
White
people.
House Correspondents' Dinner?
it's in a hotel, so it's like a lot easier.
I didn't ask where it was at. I
for
said who runs
things
it.
to happen there.
I know where it's at.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's the White House Correspondents Association. Okay. Which is
Okay.
a private organization. all right, who controls their guest list. So even if the White House correspondent, even if they had a ballroom, it still wouldn't be in the White House. It wouldn't be in the White House's ballroom. It would still have to be someplace else. Because if it was in the White House, then the president would be able to control who goes there instead of the association that actually runs it. They've been doing that. They do that dinner even if the president doesn't show up.
Oh, so it wouldn't help if it was in the White House?
It would never be in the
Is that what
White
you're trying to
House.
say?
It's not a White
can't be in
House
the White
event.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
My
not a
next
White House
question
event,
is,
so
why
there'd
are-
be no reason for it to be there.
wh-
Sir,
why are
I just have a
the-
question. I just have a question. If hotels are so inherently bad for the president to be able to stay in, to where the Secret Service can't
Mhm.
protect him, then why is Donald Trump consistently at Mar-a-Lago?
Well, Mar-a-Lago is more secure, I think,
How?
because it's his private property. It's not hotels. There's people staying there, even during the
There's
you
people
know
staying at
the
Mar-a-Lago
dinner.
too.
Well, it's all his staff and his guys. It's not like random people staying there.
No, it's a hotel. People stay there. People buy rooms there, like rent rooms, like get rooms. It's a
Oh, really?
hotel.
But he
Yep.
has a separate. I'm sure he has a separate whole area of Mar-a-Lago that's for him. No.
Sir, if it's sir, no, sir, he stays at hotels all across the world. If he goes places, he stays in hotels. Okay, or are you saying that the
Mhm.
president should never ever leave the White House, ever, and just stay
It's
at
kinda getting
stay at the
crazy
White
out there.
House, and then the only events he's allowed to go to are in a ballroom?
Right. So this is my next point I want to bring up. It has to do with this. I think the fact that there's so many people going after him, it's like the third time that there was like a real potential threat to his life. I think it's because of a lot of people being radicalized by the media or any other TikTok and stuff like that, or even in college from a young age.
Joe
causes
Biden had 3
people to
assassination
act out.
attempts. I think Obama
What?
had like almost a dozen. I think
Not
over a
near as
dozen.
much as Trump.
Yeah, no,
No,
Obama
yeah,
had a
but
lot more than Trump. Yeah.
yeah.
Obama had so many they made a Netflix special about it.
How come I didn't hear on the news like there's people trying they caught them like way before? Is that what it is? Like
No, they caught one in Biden's just they was on his way to his residence, like just a mile or two outside of it, and they caught him before. They caught a shooter. They foiled a plot in Salt Lake City for Joe Biden. Donald Trump, somebody tried to email him freaking literal like biological weapons. Like that was one of them. They did all sorts of. So the only difference is that one.
okay.
All Trump supporters have a victim mentality. Okay. So all Trump supporters right now think that if somebody's trying to assassinate the president, then that is a personal slight against them, right? Instead of just being something that happens to presidents. Okay. But second of all, Donald Trump is extra divisive. And when you're purposefully extra divisive, then you're going to bring out crazy people, right? And especially when those crazy people have high access to weapons. Okay, you're gonna see it, but it's besides the Butler, Pennsylvania one, right? Like this is exactly what the Secret Service's job is. Somebody tried to rush a barrier, Secret Service stopped them. That's exactly why, I don't even know how much of our tax dollars, hundreds of millions, if not more, of our tax dollars a year go to the Secret Service for them to do exactly that same thing, exactly that thing. Like that's their job.
Yeah, so this last one was interesting. The other people, I don't really know much about them, but this guy, he wrote like a whole manifesto. He was a normal person. He was a regular teacher, regular person. He was radicalized by the media because they say things like Trump is a pedophile and Trump's Hitler, Trump's this, saying outrageous things that
you have no idea what he was radicalized by.
Narrate who he is.
You have no idea what he was radicalized by, and you have no idea whether he was a regular person. You don't know any of the things you just said. You don't know any of the things you just said.
Kill him.
Sir, you
That's
don't know.
why the left is so violent.
Sir, you don't know any of the things you just said. You're just making up shit.
He wrote a whole manifesto.
I know he wrote a manifesto. That's not the part that's confusing, sir. The manifesto part was the only part in there that you said that you can actually verify. I can verify that there's a manifesto. That part is correct. You don't know if he was a regular guy or if he was somebody who had serious mental health issues for a long time. You have no idea about that, right? And you have no idea whether he was radicalized by the media. You're just making that up. What we do know, right, is the Department of Justice released a report last year that they had to retract because it made Donald Trump look so bad, where it showed that since 2016, over 70% of the political violence that's happened in the United States has come from the right.
It's definitely changing by a long shot now.
There's
that's for
only
sure.
one quarter, or there's only one time in all of that 2016 to now that it's actually been like about even, which is currently.
You think it's even now? I doubt it.
I'm not asking whether you doubt it or not.
What do you call political violence? Like attacks on
Yeah, so there's a broad term, but
president?
usually that's a broad term that can be interpreted in multiple different ways. That is correct, right?
Right.
So you could say it has to be against politicians, when then you have things like the attacks on Nancy Pelosi's husband in an attempt to attack Nancy Pelosi, but it got Nancy Pelosi's
Right.
husband, or hit him in the head, where they lit Josh Shapiro's house on fire in an attempt to kill him, where Melissa Horstman,
Oh, that was different. That
Hortman
was
and her
because
husband, where Melissa Hortman and her husband were killed in their friggin' bed by right wing people that are right wing MAGA people that were trying to stop her, and then went to another congressperson's house and tried to kill them also, right? Like there's
well,
tons
Josh
of different
Shapiro was
examples just recently, like the MAGA guy who just went and tried to shoot up who just went and shot up that mosque and I believe it was in Minnesota, wasn't it not?
okay. My question, real quick question. Do you think it's bad for the media to use such harsh terms as describing the president
Only if they're not
that
true.
can cause people? So we say calling him a pedophile or other extreme terms would be
I've never
like
seen a mainstream news agency use those words.
Jimmy Kimmel said that
Jimmy
Melania
Kimmel
is
never
his
used those
expected
words.
widow. He said he's Melania's expected widow, which is not
That's
like
not what you just
a normal
said.
thing to say.
That's not what you just said.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
Well, now you're
Is
just
that
jumping to a different
that?
thing. You're saying that, is it wrong to call him, like someone who, does so with children? I've never heard any of them say that. So now you're just making up something that the media is saying. Jimmy Kimmel joked about that, but that's the exact same joke that Donald Trump literally made to someone else about someone else years prior. Donald Trump's on video literally to one of his friends who was like, I think he'd had a heart attack. And he was like on like the side of his bed, and he was like, and literally was like, "Oh yeah, it looks like your wife is actually happy to see you." It looks, hey, that's surprising. A lot of my friends wouldn't, a lot of people's wives wouldn't be happy to see them. They'd be waiting for them to be gone. Like it's literally the exact same joke, and Donald Trump made it just like years prior.
I don't
Jimmy
know, man.
Kimmel is a comedian. He is supposed to make comedic jokes.
And
Okay.
he's not
And
funny.
making a joke about a wife expecting his rich husband to die and waiting to collect the money is something that has been very, very common throughout the history of rich people existing. Hell, like I said, I was watching some documentary on Netflix prior to getting on. And that was all it was about this rich guy in Monaco who got killed. And one of the suspects, like the first suspect second suspect they looked at, was his wife, who had everything to inherit, and how she kept living her life as a big socialite after he died. Like literally that has been a joke forever. Okay? Like I don't like this whole idea, like literally that Trump supporters, Republicans, you guys used to be like the free speech. We want to be able to say everything. Like, jokes are jokes. Don't take everything so serious. Have now become the parties of a comedian said a joke and it made me sad. Like, and I just don't get it, man.
No, they can say whatever they want. They shouldn't be on main channels and stuff. That's for sure not. I don't think anyone who's saying irrational stuff should be paid millions of dollars to do so. They can say whatever they want on Twitter, no problem.
So first of all,
Once
saying
they
that
get a
Melania
big
Trump
platform to say it on.
saying Melania Trump is going to be happy when Donald Trump is gone is not freaking hateful rhetoric. Okay. It's honestly probably incredibly truthful. I've seen the way she looks at him and the way she acts around him, and she looks like she's probably going to be like pretty fucking happy when he's fucking gone. That doesn't mean that I want him gone. I'm not saying that, okay? But when it does happen, whenever it
Yeah, we're
happens,
talking like it's
I'm
gonna
pretty
happen.
sure she's
Wow.
going to be pretty excited. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's the way she looks. She literally like looks at him like
Damn.
I don't even think I have an ex I look at that horribly.
Seems like you had some bad relationships.
My bad relationships are better than Melania and Donald Trump's apparent good ones.
Well, you don't know. You don't know what's
I
really going
don't know.
on.
I said apparent.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but it's just a joke, sir, and it doesn't freaking spew hateful rhetoric to make a joke like that. Okay, now if someone was like under the guise of comedy, actually advocating for violence, I would be against that because I don't advocate for violence, right? But I'm just
Mhm.
making a joke about a widow, a younger widow of a rich man inheriting all of his stuff. Like that's just a joke, dude, and it's crazy to think to try to
Okay,
relate
but
those
the
two
problem
things together.
the problem is though some people won't take it as a joke and they'll be like, I don't know. When you have big media platforms, you can't be saying such irrational things.
Then we shouldn't have any comedians on any channel saying any jokes because
Say
someone
jokes,
might
but it
take it
can't.
seriously.
There's a line.
No, because someone might take it seriously. So therefore, we should not be able to have any comedians on any channel saying any jokes because there is a crazy person somewhere who might take it seriously. How about when Donald Trump said, how about when Donald Trump called for the hanging of Democratic senators? How about that? Should we not
I
have
don't
that?
know. Donald Trump's a different story. Let's be honest.
Oh, Donald Trump's a different story. So when Donald Trump says hateful rhetoric that can
He's the
easily be
king.
interpreted by crazy people to actually do insane things and to actually commit violence, then that's completely different. But when a comedian does it, whose literal job is to make jokes, there's a problem. So if somebody's doing it whose job it is to make jokes, huge problem. If it's the president of the United States, not a problem at all. Did I catch on that?
Okay, you got me there. Yeah, you got me. Okay.
Sir,
One last question.
go ahead.
Are you pro or against what like Nick Shirley has been doing with exposing fraud in various
Am I
states?
for or against people lying to make money? Against.
Are you against what's it called? Why is he lying?
Can you please show me one person that's been
Everything's on
arrested due to fraud because of Nick Shirley?
Yeah, sure. They've been doing FBI. The FBI has been shutting down all tons of places over.
Oh, they have?
in
Can you
Minnesota
please show
now.
me a
Yeah.
singular arrest from that?
Just look it up.
I
See what's
have,
going on in
and one
Minnesota
doesn't
right now.
exist.
Not one place he went to was shut down. That's a bullshit.
Tons of them have been shut down. Most of the ones he's talked about were shut down before he got there.
No, they weren't. They were up and
Yes,
running.
they were.
And then they
No,
came.
they were not.
He exposed them. Yes,
Literally,
they were.
literally, like the Learning Center one was literally the business record showed it had been shut down for over a year.
No. Okay, but
Yes.
fine. Let's say it was. Let's say it was. What's wrong with what he's doing?
What's
I
wrong
don't
with
understand that. Like,
with
people
telling people that
like
what's wrong with
the California governor, Gavin Newsom, like made a whole post about him coming in with like cameras and everything. Like, what's wrong with this kind of just trying to expose fraud and see where the money's going? Like, I don't see why that.
no,
can be
because he's not exposing fraud. He is finding situations, okay, in which he can tell you there's fraud, even though he knows it's not fraud, right? He even knows it. Look at his video. That one video that he like that blew up. He was literally saying, "Oh, it's noon right now." There's a sign on the door that says they don't open till 2. He went up and read that sign and still posted that video. He knew that even if that place was operational and running, which it wasn't, they weren't even open at the time that they said they were. They were 2 hours before it was open. He knew that. He saw that on the door. He read that on the paper, and he still released the video telling you guys that that was a bunch of people committing daycare fraud, right? Knowing that it wasn't truthful. So yes, there is a lot of harm in saying things and doing things that you know are not truthful in order to demonize entire groups of people in the United States. There's so much harm to that. And he's done like irreparable harm to immigrants in this country, to the Somali community in this country, to Minnesotans in this country. He has done irreparable harm to all of them off of just lying.
They're not all lies. That's number one. Number two is we need to find fraud. If this is the way to do fraud, sometimes, yes, he could be wrong, and it could be they aren't doing fraud. It could be it's legit. But in order, like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? He exposed people. There's fraud going on. You know what I mean?
He did not expose anyone.
That's why.
He did not expose anyone.
The
There was fraud,
in
sir.
California?
There was fraud in Minnesota. The federal prosecutors in Minnesota had already convicted 64 people. Okay? Before Nick Shirley even stepped foot in there, they had convicted 64 people. Of the 92 indictments that existed in Minnesota on fraud, the federal investigators had already done years of investigations, of evidence gathering, brought indictments, charged people, convicted people, did all of those things. Okay, hold on. I'm not finished.
He made it popular.
And then after those federal prosecutors did all of that legwork, exposing fraud, truly exposing fraud, putting people in prison for fraud, doing all of those things that you're supposed to do with fraud, all during the Biden administration, Nick Shirley showed up and said, fraud is happening, and it's happening over here in these daycares. The FBI sent in a task force to go investigate all that fraud that Nick Shirley said, because that's how dumb our fucking our government is that literally people like Donald Trump send in the FBI because of some kid with a YouTube account and sends in the entire FBI to investigate it. They went in there, 0 arrests made, 0, none. There wasn't anything to investigate. There was already none because that had already been investigated and it already didn't exist. Okay.
They didn't do more since he went in.
They did a lot more wasting your tax dollars.
They didn't catch more fraud since he went in.
Sir, do you want a list of all the fraudsters and billions of dollars that Donald Trump has pardoned?
That's not the point right now.
Yes, it is the point. It is 100% the point. Because if you only care about Minnesota fraud, and you don't care, okay, if you care about Minnesota fraud, but you don't care about Donald Trump, who's convicted 34 times of fraud, all right, and has also pardoned billions of dollars of fraud from his friends, I can pull up a list, okay, then you don't actually care about fraud, okay? You just care about freaking about demonizing the Somali community. That's it.
No.
What do you mean no? I'm not asking your opinion on that. What are you talking about? It's a yes. You don't get to pick and choose, sir. You don't get to pick and choose and say, "Oh, on this side of fraud, everything is good, but on the other side of fraud, everything is bad." Like, what are you talking about?
People are after him. He's a political figure. He's the president of the United States. He's going to have people making all sorts of allegations against him. It's a lot different.
Trevor Milton, crime, securities fraud, wire fraud, lied to investigators about Nicola, pardoned by Trump. Jason Galanis, securities fraud, investment advisor fraud, pardoned by Donald Trump. Carlos Watson, conspiracy to commit securities fraud, wire fraud, identity theft, pardoned by Donald Trump. Michelle Fiore, wire fraud, misuse of charitable donations, pardoned by Donald Trump. Paul Wyzak, tax fraud related offenses, failure to pay payroll taxes, pardoned by Donald Trump. Scott Jenkins, honest service fraud, bribery, often grouped with corruption and fraud cases, pardoned by Donald Trump. Joseph Schwartz, tax fraud, $38 million scheme, pardoned by Donald Trump. Timothy Luecki, I can never pronounce the name right, Luecki, fraud, bid rigging, conspiracy, pardoned by Donald Trump. Paul Erickson, wire fraud,
Did he
money
say why
laundering,
he did
pardoned
it?
by Donald Trump. Todd Farah, healthcare fraud, pardoned by Donald Trump.
He just pardoned him. He didn't say why he did it.
He pardoned them because he doesn't care about fraud. I think they said something to the effect of, and I have to look it back up again, but it's something like half of his singular pardons that Donald Trump has done in this term, which is ends up being like 40 something of 80 something pardons, have all been pardoning people for fraud.
That's better than pardoning like real criminals. I mean,
So
I'm
now
saying
you're
Paul's
saying
not
that
criminal,
fraudsters aren't real criminals? Then why do you
They
care about
are,
Nick
they are.
Shirley going there and doing stuff?
No, they are. But there's a lot worse things out there, in my opinion.
Oh, gotcha. So just to be clear, when Nick Shirley is freaking exposing it, it's the worst crime ever. But when Donald Trump is pardoning people for it, then it's not even real.
No, I
A
just think
real-
there's
a
good
real-
reason why
a
he's
real
pardoning
crime.
them.
That's crazy.
I think there's a good reason why he's pardoning them. That's all. I don't.
Yeah, it's because he's a fraudster and he likes other fraudsters.
That's not why.
That's
He couldn't care less
exactly
about
why.
these people.
Because he's a
You think that's his
fraudster. He
friend?
likes other fraudsters, unless, however, those fraudsters are brown, and then he doesn't like them very much. He doesn't like
Oh my
broad,
God.
brown fraudsters, okay? Or brown
Here we
people,
go.
or immigrants.
That's the talking point. Okay.
It's just the reality of the situation, sir.
No.
Yes, just the reality of the situation, all right?
All right. You have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, y'all. Well, it has been just over 3 hours. I am going to call it a day on the live. I will see you guys tomorrow for my last live of the week. Before heading on vacation. So I'll see you guys later. Hayless, thank you so much for the $5. Said you never deserved a jet ski more than the day. Thank you so much, Hayless. Milford, thank you so much for the $10. Said thanks, Polly, for all you do. Here's proof she hates his ass. On YouTube, watch Melania pull hands away from Trump during meeting with King Charles III. I actually have seen that one, and it's actually very, very funny. Thank you so much, Milford. And Tim, thank you so much for the $5. Said we don't need comedy shows on TV when I can watch a public address from Donald Trump. Guy reads and writes at a 3rd grade level. He is the joke. That's the truth too. Thank you so much, Tim. Also, Joseph with the $4 over on PayPal said the FBI fraud investigation in Minnesota feeding our future launched in 2021. Fed announced charges in 2020 against 47 defendants in 2022 by mid-January 2025. All right, you're going through the whole thing. I don't have time. I got to get off here. Thank you so much, Joseph. I will